Okay, let's see if I can get this all up. It's a very old game, so it's not exactly designed with this in mind. Alright, yeah, it's gonna be off-center, but it's better than not being able to do it at all. Okay, let's see. New. Each event is preceded by prophecy, but without the hero, there is no event. Zurin Arctus, the Ender King. In the waning years of the Third Era of Tamriel, a prisoner born on a certain day to uncertain parents was sent under God, without explanation, to Morrowind, ignorant of the role he was to play in the nation's history.
They have taken you from the Imperial City's prison, first by carriage and now by boat. To the east, to Morrowind.
We're playing Morrowind, you better
Fear
run.
not,
Yeah.
for I am watchful. You have been chosen.
I am sorry the aspect ratio is a little fucked, but
Wake up.
unfortunately the game is...
We're here.
This game was made in like 2002, so...
Are you okay?
It was not made
Wake
with
up.
recordings in mind.
Stand up.
I experimented
go.
for a while, and trust me
You
when
were
I say
dreaming.
this is the best I could get it to look.
What's your name?
Me, personally I'm Worm, but you know.
Well, not even last night's storm could wake you. I heard them say we've reached Morrowind. I'm sure they'll let us go.
I'm sure.
Quiet. Here comes the guard.
This is where you get off. Come with me.
Sounds good. Like, I always enable the caps lock there. No reason not to have auto run on all the time, you know? Anyway, don't know if you could hear me while Azora was giving exposition there, but, yeah, I do apologize for the ratio looking the way it does. Trust me when I say this is literally the best I could have
down
done.
to the dock, and I'll show you to the census office.
This is literally as good as it
You
could get.
finally arrived, but our records don't show.
Unfortunately, yeah, surprise, surprise, a game made in 2002 is not optimized and created with the idea that you're going to be recording on live streaming software. Who could have foreseen this? About that other day with the camping Frieza. Man, I'm sorry, man, but if you physically feel the need to camp, then like that's just an acceptance that you have no skill, you know. Happy Monday, indeed. Alright, so what do I want to do? I'm thinking just magic, just because that's just my standard go-to, and in Morrowind, magic gets really insane in the late game. Yeah, in the beginning it's kind of shit, but I mean, everything is shit at the beginning of Morrowind. I never played this game. Well, I don't want to say it's objectively better, it depends on what your definition of better is and what you're valuing. Alright, hold on. Yeah, not too much customization options in this game from 2002, huh? Colored me surprised. That's probably the best I'm gonna get, isn't it? Either that or this. I mean, this is closer to my hair than the other one, even then that ain't close at all. Alright, let's go for face. That's probably the closest to me. It looks nothing like me, but that's the closest I can think. Let's see. It's like Skyrim, but not. I would dare say it's blasphemy to even call this game even remotely similar to Skyrim. It just objectively isn't. I guess I'm gonna have to go with that face, because that's the closest that I got. Alright, so here's the thing about the Altmer. They get 1.5 times more magicka, and they're, for some reason, borderline immune to a common disease. But they're slightly weaker to shock, slightly weaker to frost, immensely weak to fire, and very weak to magic. Now, being weak to magic does not matter in this game. It's not like in Skyrim where magic stacks on top of everything else. No, no, no. When it says weakness to magicka, it means alternative sources, because destruction, aka things that actually hurt you, that's like fire, frost, shock, etc. The running mechanics are legendary. We'll get to that. We'll definitely be getting to that. Yeah, I'll go with Almer.
Great. I'm sure you'll fit right
See,
in.
this is something that bugs
Follow me up to the
Like,
office
look
and
at
they'll
this.
finish your
Fucking
release.
2002 game over here. My actual height is connected to my in-game player model. So look at this. Like,
Head
I'm
on
taller
in.
than this guy, so like I have to look down to look at him. But in fucking Skyrim, your eyes are in your nipples, no matter what you do.
Yes.
Ah,
We've been
yes.
expecting you. You'll have to be recorded before you're officially released. There are a few ways we can do this, and
And
the
the choice is
yours.
yours. Alright, do a custom. What do I want to name this? I'll come back to that. We're going to specialize in magic. The favorite attribute will be intelligence. And speed, because, good lord, my autistic mind cannot handle how slow this game is. I wish this all started blank, because it's actually kind of hard to keep track of shit. Okay, the most important thing that I'm going to level all the time. Destruction and Conjuration. Okay, let's see. Athletics. And then I want to do Alchemy, but at the same time, I have an idea to abuse this game. Absolutely abuse this game, so that may not be the best choice. Plus, it's not very hard to level at all. Any mods, or is this raw? Oh, this is raw, man. This is raw 2002 gameplay right here. This is pure raw. Problem with these older games, though, the older Elder Scrolls games, is that you have to invest in shit that you don't want. Funny enough. Otherwise, you can't level efficiently. Like, for example, despite the fact that I'm being a mage and you need intelligence and willpower, you need to make sure at least one of these skills is not governed by willpower and intelligence. Otherwise, well, otherwise you just can't level efficiently. It's not as big of a deal in Morrowind because every level's static, so no matter what, you're getting better, but it's like, you can't get as good without it, you know? Alright, let me think. Conjuration, Destruction. I mean, enchanting is important, but at the same time, I've never once ever invested in it. Literally ever. Like, it feels utterly worthless to me. Okay. I mean, alteration is pretty essential, but I need at least one willpower thing to not be invested in. Destruction, alteration, mysticism, and restoration. So, I guess that'll be mysticism. I mean, that is the one I use the least, so yeah, that'll be fine. Restoration, and then finally... Where is it? There it is. Athletics. Minor skills, aka the things that don't matter. I guess long blade, because why not? At this point, just have at least one in all of the rest. So let me think. I have speed, intelligence, willpower, strength, speechcraft, yes. That'll be extremely important. It's never going to come up. Personality. Okay, now I need one for agility. Where's light armor? Right here. Light armor. And then... I think I got one for everything right now. Intelligence, willpower, personality, strength. Endurance. I need endurance. Armorer. Armorer is strength in this game, but it's endurance in Oblivion. That's so weird. I wonder why they inverted them. Spear... Yeah? Spear, medium, and heavy is the only thing for endurance. That's kind of lame. Well, it sucks, but it's something you gotta do. Okay, wait. Enchanting. Alchemy, I'm not gonna, like, make it a major skill because I'm gonna be exploiting this game to hell and back, so... Okay, let me think. Enchanting, yes. Destruction, check, check. No, check, no, check, no, no. Alright. Funny thing about unarmored is that it doesn't really work right. As in, it doesn't really level when you want it to. It's a little hard to explain without showing. Did you get that job? Nope, still no response. Still no response. It's annoying. It's very, very annoying. Anyway, destruction, conjuration, alteration, restoration. Everything except for mysticism, intelligence, speed, magic. And then this can just be a bunch of nonsense. Yep. Yep. Alright, the name of this class, I don't fucking know, streamer. Entertains the in-laws and honors the 6th house unmourned. Is this how I honor the 6th house and the tribe unmourned? Hold on, I gotta remember. Entertains the in-laws, honors the 6th house and the tribe unmourned. There we go. Streamer, yeah, that'll work. Yeah, that's me.
Very good. The letter that preceded you mentioned you were born under a certain sign. And what would that be?
You know, funny enough, the actual signs here in the Elder Scrolls, it actually correlates to real birth signs depending on your month and whatnot. And if you take what month that is the equivalent in the Elder Scrolls universe, I was actually born in the month of the Lover, so this right here is my sign in real life. I was born under the sign of the Lover. I'd have to find a sheet to figure out the rest. I might have a build for you in the future. I need to figure it out, then I got it for you. Alright, I'll be looking forward to it. You just let me know when. Anyway, I don't really remember all of these that well. I remember the good ones, but not so much the niche ones. So let's see. Attack. If I remember right, this one's actually not bad just because it gives you all the... No, that's Oblivion. Never mind. Never mind, Morrowind, this is bad. In Oblivion, it was good because of spellcrafting. Steed, very tempting, honestly. Shadow, Serpent, Ritual, Mage, Lover, Lord. This is just objectively bad. Lady... Atronach, and then Apprentice. See, Apprentice in Morrowind is actually pretty good because, like I said, weakness to magic that does not matter. Unless you're going to be exploiting the boots of blinding speed, this does not matter. The only thing that causes actual damage to you that's influenced by your weakness to magic is vampire attacks, and those are all touch based. So just get out of the way. I know that's not always viable because a lot of these tombs are really, really closed in, but still. Alright, Apprentice, so overall 3 times the Magicka. That'll work.
Interesting. Now, before I stamp these papers, make sure this information is correct.
Alright, let's see. Wow, really balanced stats. Overall, very balanced stats. Low on strength, which means lower carry weight, but, you know, whatever. Okay. Enchanting... Unfortunately. Spear, Speechcraft. If you're wondering why I'm investing in this, it's because I have a plan later on that involves me needing this to be high, because I need to be able to taunt people into attacking me. You'll see why way later on. I wonder if that works if I just fortify personality. Probably not. Probably not. Okay. Athletics, Restoration, Alteration, Conjuration, Destruction... Yep. Alchemy, I'll definitely need a lot of investment in that. Okay, so what... I have a really good plan for this. Calling it good is a bit shaky, but you know. Alright, let me read this in Dunmerian. Entertains the in-laws and honors the 6th house and the tribe unmourned. What's good, in-law? Alright, that works.
Show your papers to the captain when you exit to get your release fee.
Indeed. Worm, Altmer, Streamer. Alright, here's a little pro tip for you if you're new to Morrowind. You see this?
You take me for a fool?
Wait for them to come chastise you, then you can take it again.
Continue through to the next building and talk to Celascravius.
It's a dumb little exploit to just start with more money. Anyway, you see all this? I don't care how worthless it is, you need to grab all of it. If you can carry it, grab it. You need every fucking cent you get in the early game. And I do mean every one of them. gosh. There we go. Ah, Flynn. I'm more of a Cyrodiilic Brandy type of guy. Okay, Apprentice, Lockpick. There we go. Gimme! There we go. Sounds like Batman. Well, that ain't Batman. That's just supposed to be the generic Dunmer voice. I will admit, the take all button, I wish that was connected to a hot button. Unfortunately, it's not. Just take everything that's not nailed down when you're in the census office. Because you need every last penny you can get. Make sure to befriend Fargother over there. Open this up. Check out the barrel. 14 value base, that's pretty good. Okay, game, I get it. I know how to play, mostly. Okay, Firebite, equip that, I don't need that. I'm not wearing hockey pads! See, I watched the YTP version of that a long time ago, so whenever I hear that line, I just imagine saying, I'm not wearing pants! Alright, Caius, Balmora, Siltstrider, there we go. Change that to Worldview, because I'm just that type of guy. Look at that, and that's the tutorial. Looks like I have a couple of saves here. I guess override that one. Live stream. I don't know. It's been forever, so I don't really care about those saves. There's the Mayhem stuff. Oh, also remember how in my Skyrim videos I wasn't exaggerating my Skyrim videos. Watch this. This is sprinting. Look at my stamina in the bottom left. Look at it drain. This is sprinting. You people thought I was exaggerating. You thought I was exaggerating in my Skyrim live streams. You thought I was joking. No! You see this? The fastest sprinter in all of Morrowind right here. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. You thought I was fucking joking. Alright, there's my main man Fargoth. They took my ring. I found your ring. There you go. That gives you a discount at the first store here.
Go ahead, stranger.
Slow down, buddy. Look at the flash, exactly. You people thought I was exaggerating my live stream earlier in Skyrim. You thought I was fucking exaggerating. Nope, this is the fastest you can go at the start of the game. Well, not the fastest. If I take the Steed Stone, it's a bit faster, but I'll tell you right now, it ain't fucking noticeable. Okay, increase all that. Yes, I would like to sell my gold, please. Why is that even an option? Okay, get rid of all this stuff. Where... okay... there it is. Buckets. Plates, knife, a knife. Yep, get rid of everything that I got here. Up until the point that he can't give me anything else. Or I run out, one or the other. Something that is kind of annoying, like, I get what they were going for. They were going for a realistic edge, but, like, your carry weight also influences how fast you can move. That's kind of fucked up. Hold on, did I just accidentally sell the package? Where is it? Yep, package for Caius. I'll take that back. Hold on, I gotta double check now. Nope, that's good. Alright. This and this and that. Yep, that looks good. And then in return... don't think you have anything that I need. Not this very second, anyway. Look out, Flash. That should be good. Yeah. But yeah, your carry weight influences how fast you move. So now that I have a carry weight of basically nothing at all, watch how fast I move. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, look at me. The fastest man in all of Vonderfell right here. Holy balls. By the ass hairs of Marinus Dagon. Slow down, buddy. Slow down, you effing cliff racer. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't fucking joking when I said that the game is incredibly slow at the start. Okay, live stream. Also, this annoying fog here, this is the render distance. This is at max. Look at this. This is at maximum view distance. Yeah. Again, I get it. The game was made in 2002. You know, computers were pretty shit back then. So they kind of had to do stuff like this, but still. There he is. Well, anyway, I'll take that. I'm taking everything you got. Got my Colovian fur helm. That's all that matters in life. The Colovian fur helm is the goal of the game. Once you get that, your life is complete. I think I need one of these for later. Emphasis on that word think. Luminous Violet. Here we go. Wait, is that the one I just grabbed? No, they just coincidentally have a similar effect. Huh. It'll be for the Mages Guild later. I think I just got all of them. Burglar's Bane, yep, there it is. Alright, well, that works. Alright, let's get on to the Silt Strider. Rachel, stay with me. Yeah. And bear in mind, this game doesn't have random encounters, so, like, you're gonna be on the road, like, doing this the majority of the game. By the way, keep in mind, this is sprinting. See this? This is walking. See my stamina start to regenerate down there at the bottom left? Yeah. This here's walking. And this is sprinting. Now my stamina is being drained. And for some ungodly reason, stamina is tied to your chance to successfully cast spells. I don't know who the imbecile who came up with that was. Stamina should have nothing to do with that. Like, that's just ridiculous. Friendly... Hello? The fu... Whoa, okay. Funky-ass 2002 game physics. There we go.
Where would you like to go?
Balmora, please.
We make a special trip just for you.
I like how the
Rainbow
Silt
Bright.
Strider ferrymen are, like, the nicest people in Morrowind. I wish that was an exaggeration. I wish I was just, like being hyperbolic. No, these guys are probably the nicest. They're probably the actual nicest people in this entire continent. The Dunmer are dicks, what can I say? But unlike in Skyrim, where everyone's a dick, but they try to pretend like they're poor, innocent victims, like, good lord, do Nords have a serious case of victim complex? Like, the Dunmer, they know they're assholes. They just don't care. They know they're complete and total dicks. But they don't care. You know, and I respect that. Ah, Caius, the one man in Morrowind who I can remember
What's
by
this
name.
about?
Report to Caius. So your name is Worm. Here's your package. You ready to follow some orders? Yes. Alright, ready? Good. Go talk to the Balmoria Fighters Guild, ask him what he knows about the Nerevarine. By the way, he's also a student. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so this is the first part of the main quest. You go to the Mages Guild. You go to the Fighters Guild. I got the Mages Guild on my mind because I know what I want to do. Unlike many men in life, I know what I want. Anywho. Hey look, it's a dreamer. It's a surprise tool for later. Anyway. You go into the Fighters Guild, he just says, I can give you the info you want, but you gotta do something for me. Go to this Dwemer Ruin that's got some bandits in it, grab this thing and bring it back to me. It's just a standard fetch quest. Not a good sign that literally the first quest in a game is a fetch quest, is it? But unfortunately, that's kind of a thing about Morrowind. A lot of the non-main quests are kind of, well, mundane. Some people like to praise that, saying, oh, it's realistic, and I'm like, okay, but it's not exactly exciting.
Go ahead, stranger.
A favor first. There's a Dwemer Ruins called Arknethand. I think the G is silent. Arknethand. I need you to run over there and find me a little cube with a circular design. A cube with a circular design. It's kind of an oxymoron. Anyway, with some symbols on the side. It's a Dwemer puzzle box. What are these things? It's about the size of a fist, maybe a bit bigger. It'll be made of copper or metal, with a circular design and symbols on one side and some lined marks on the other. That's all I ask.
Let's hear it.
Let's hear it. Okay, so before I do literally anything at all in the main quest here, it's Morrowind, so you know what that means. Oh yeah, it's exploit time. It is exploit time. So let me show you what the exploit is. It involves quite a bit of fast traveling, but it basically is a way to get guaranteed, well, not infinite money, more like an infinite money source. You still need to wait for it to restock and whatnot, but that shouldn't be too big of an issue. How much gold do I have? Okay. Travel, please. I believe it was in... It was not Ald'ruhn, it wasn't Vivec. I think it was in Caldaria.
Let's hear it.
Yeah. Sometimes I get these halls mixed up. Okay, so up here in this tower, there's a full set of alchemy supplies. Pretty high quality, and funny enough, it doesn't even count as stealing when you take it. Like, look at this, Masters. Like, the only thing higher is Grandmaster, literally the second best in the game. For some reason, this doesn't count as stealing. I'm just gonna assume that Bethesda forgot to assign the items belonging to somebody. It's hard to say.
What do you want?
I need about Tree Fitty. Anyway. Trying to remember. Caldoria here. Yeah, and then over here in this manor is Creeper. Creeper's got basically infinite gold, so you can sell him whatever. There's also some medium armor I could get in there. I probably should grab it now. Might as well. I was thinking, like, maybe I don't need it at the moment, but the more I think about this exploit, I'm like, maybe I need it. If you're wondering why I'm saving a lot, it's because this game is very crash-happy. Surprise, surprise, a Bethesda game from 2002 is incredibly crash-happy. Who could have seen this happening? Alright, there's my main man, Creeper.
Yes.
He's creeping. He's creeping. Anyway, where's the medium armor? Where's the Orcish armor at? Oh, wrong button. There's a whole suit of, well, almost a full suit of Orcish armor that you can steal, and, like, it counts as stealing. Like, they yell, "You thief," but they don't do anything about it, and the guards never come.
Do you take me for a fool?
I mean, yes, actually. As I said, like, they react, but, like, nothing happens. Again, I think Bethesda just forgot to give these guys the crime flagging ID or whatever. No way, crashes? I know, right? A 2002 PC game made by an incompetent company that's notoriously bad at programming crashes a lot? What?
Sorry, stranger. My time is short, so get on with it.
You look a lot like a dude I know in Saint Denis. Anyway. So I could use this as armor, or I could just sell it. I should probably sell it. I'm slow enough as is at the moment. Like look at me. Like, oh yeah, did I forget to mention that heavy armor also massively slows you down, and medium also slows you down by a good bit? I'm creeping. Good for you, Creeper. Good for you. Oh yeah, also another good thing about Creeper, he always buys and sells at full value. So, yeah. Should be good. Well, I will very happily come back to you, Creeper. I'll be coming to you a lot in this playthrough.
Say what was
That's the guy that... That's a good one, BZ. Yeah, guys, this is the guy who banned me from Deck Factory. Okay, he wasn't quite that short, but like you get the gist. Just someone take a screenshot of this with a little dialogue box above Creeper's head here saying, sorry, but I can't let you buy cards from me anymore. I mean, yeah, this is basically the dude from Deck Factory.
Speak quickly.
That's a good one.
Yes.
That is a good one.
Say your business.
Okay. Next, I need to go to Wolverine Hall. Yes.
Yes?
Yes. Gotta go to Wolverine Hall. You know, back in open Morrowind days, when I used to play globally with other players, there was this one dude I liked to play with. His name was TJ, and we found that you could activate dialogue options as if you were the generic NPC with the voice type. So since I would always play Altmer, we had like an iconic thing where you could like mix-match the lines to basically sentence mix.
Let's hear it.
So for me, one of my favorite things to do when just waiting around was just make it so my character would just out of nowhere go, "These Dunmer are useless." But I'd like to mix it with another line. There's a line for the Altmer where all he does is just make a massive inhale. Like he just goes, like it's just a really loud sniff. And something that we'd often do was like, I would just mix match my lines, and so it would just be like him saying, "These Dunmer are." Then he'd always just immediately make the character he was playing as go, "What?"
I'm listening.
Because yes, there's a dialogue line where they just go, "What?" Alright, this is the dude. This is the key to the exploit. Barter. Ash Yams. Actually, first, I should probably get, bloat. That's what it was. So here's what you do. You buy bloat. And then you sell it right back to him. And then when you go back to buy, now you see now he has 10 and 10. So you buy 10 of these, and you buy 10 of these. And you see it instantly restocks. So then you sell these back to him. And now he's got 20. So do you see where this exploit is? And it's like, yes, I'm losing more money than I'm gaining, but that's not what matters. What matters is that he gets a bunch of stock. Because then it's 40 and 40. I buy that, and then I sell it back to him. And then I buy it back. And then I sell 20 of it. I can do more, but I'm just going to do 20 so that way I don't have to like break the bank every time. Scroll all the way down. Yep, sell 20 and 20. And now he has 100 Ash Yams and 100 bloat. Phenomenal. Save the game. Where's the skooma? That's probably in the smuggler's den. I'll get to that. So here's the exploit. Here's the thing about alchemy in Morrowind. It all stacks. It's not like in Skyrim where all it does is combine the ones that you, Sorry, I took a drink in real life. It's not like Skyrim where all it does is override with whatever the strongest one is. What it does here, I'm just going to disable that for now, that's a bit annoying. What it does is that, take this for example, I drink this, plus 16 intelligence, but then if I drink another one, it's another plus 16. And your intelligence is what increases the potency of potions, so if you keep making fortify intelligence potions, you get smarter, and the smarter you get, not only does your chance to succeed increase, but also the potions themselves become more potent. Because now it's plus 22. Like, you see what I mean? Like this is the loop in Morrowind. This is the reason why alchemy is so overpowered in Morrowind. And then I just keep doing this until I can make insanely high valued potions, which I can sell for an absolute immense fortune, and then I basically have infinite gold. It's quite the exploit. Like, do you think this was intentional? Do you think this was Bethesda's intent? Best part of all, it's increasing alchemy, which is a miscellaneous skill, so I'll have plus 10 intelligence for level up at the end of this. Pretty good, pretty good. Look at him just staring at me. the alchemist, the brewer watching me chug at 300 different incredibly dangerous experimental liquids after buying the raw ingredients right in front of his face. Okay, and then I just keep up this loop for a good while. Man, I wish I could make skooma. Like, you can buy it, you can smoke it, but like you can't make it yourself. You know, it's kind of weird. Also, most vendors will refuse service with you if you're carrying skooma or even moon sugar. And skooma I get, but it's kind of a shame about that moon sugar part, because it's actually a pretty useful ingredient, just because it has fortify speed. Okay, and you see that up there? That's my actual IQ in real life. 1,127. It's been confirmed. I took a major grand test. I did multiple tests with different universities. Multiple experts studied my brain immensely, and they came to the conclusion that I have an IQ of 1,127, making me approximately 10.27 times smarter than the average American. Indeed. You know, speaking of IQ and jokes, I learned that there's actually there's actually a average IQ for each, like, region of the world. And, like, when we think average IQ, you think 100, right? Well, actually, that's only in the United States. Only in the United States is the average IQ about 100. The highest average IQ in the world... You're kind of smart. Yeah, kind of. The highest average IQ in the entire world belongs to Japan. Do you know what the average IQ in Japan is? 110. Wow. Wow. Immense. The average Japanese man is like 10% smarter than the average American man. Amazing. And you look at the average IQs of certain regions of the world, and it's like, not only do they make sense, but like some of them are like, so that's why the things are the way they are. Like the average IQ across Northern Europe, which is like Scandinavia, that's like 103. The average IQ in Central Africa is fucking 60. Yeah. Very, very, very worrisome. But yeah. Okay, 4,000. Whoa, not load, save. And then, once I get this to 5,000, I can start selling these things back to them, where I can buy more ingredients. Because look at that, 500 value potion. Now that I'm at that, I can start making potions to sell back to them, and despite my low barter skill, look at that, amazing. Despite me having a low barter skill, look how much just one potion sells. 290 for just one, despite the fact that I have dog shit barter. That's incredible. Anyway, I'll take your entire stock of hash gems and bloat again. Okay, it looks like he's got quite a bit of gold too, so... Okay, maybe not that many. Total sold, 500. I'm gonna give him 2 more. 1,000. Okay, you can handle 2 more then. And not quite. Okay, 1 less. There we go. And then now I'm making profit off of it. Also, you have spells. Hold on. Absorb. Probably won't be needing any of that. Restore health. Restore health. Divine Intervention. I'm gonna need that. Spell absorption. Purge stamina. Restore fatigue. I might need that for later. Hold on. Do I have a healing spell? I do. Okay, good. Making sure, making sure. Okay, fire damage, target. Gonna make it, whoa! Gonna make it 25 like in Skyrim. It's pretty decent for the early game, you know? Fire bolts. Gonna name it up there the same thing, too. Alright. Save the game. This is a very, very slow game, and I'm about to make it way faster. Just make a bunch of drinks and drink all of them. Yes, I will drink more. I love drinking. Unironically, I kind of have to because my carry away from all these ash yams is so immense. Seriously, they're effing yams. Why are yams so heavy? I mean, I've lifted hams. Well, hams too, but like I've lifted yams before in my life. Yams are not this heavy. Well, then again, I've never been carrying around 130 of them at once, so, you know, maybe that's my fault. Look at that. 500 intelligence for 1,500 seconds. Now, look at that. Now I have the average IQ of... Now I have the same IQ of the average Breakers player. Incredible. Pure testosterone. Okay, alchemy... Alright, I'm gonna just make a bunch of potions now, and once I hit a little bit past the you've leveled up moment, that should be enough. Yep. Let's see, alchemy, there it is. Okay, 71. How much do I get from just one potion? Okay, about 6, so I can make 2 more, I think. Alchemy. I can make 1 more. There we go. And these are now 650 intelligence. Wow. Wow. Alright, now I can move around a bit. Do you have any other things I could invest in here? Okay, fortify intelligence, fortify endurance. Fatigue, I'll definitely need that. Unfortunately, I don't remember the rest there, so yeah. On the bright side, all food items restore fatigue, just like in real life. It's very realistic. It's shocking how realistic this game is. Alright, let's see. The only thing I don't like is that you can't, like... you can't categorize the alchemy ingredients in this game like you can in Skyrim. Like, for example, in Skyrim, when you go to make a potion, it's like, oh, here's this effect. You want this effect, or this effect? Here, you have to do it manually every time, even if you know for a fact these things do combo. It kind of blows, but, what are you gonna do? Restore fatigue, restore health, restore fatigue, restore magicka, lolly lule lo, pound meat. It's very delicious, you see. Fortify personality, rat meat, muck. Fortify magicka, maybe, but probably not. Restore magicka. Fortify personality. I could make a bit of an exploit with that, but Fortify magicka. Total cost? Okay, still pretty good. Still pretty good. That'll work. Okay. Ah, wait. Crap. Didn't think of that one through, did I? Ah, well, that's fine. I wanted to make another one while I was still this immensely smart, but you know what? You know what? It's fine. I can go over by one. Going over by one is not going to kill me. Okay, stamina. Restore stamina. Or, yeah. I keep calling it stamina. Restore and fortify fatigue. And then... fortify magicka. And then... this one's restore magicka. Do any of these restore magicka? I don't know. Yes. Oh. Oh, it's fortify. Dyslexia. It wins again. I'm pretty sure this thing can restore health, though, so... yep. I went 2 over. That's unfortunate. Ah, well. Okay, now intelligence is good. I need speed and willpower. Speed. I am speed. What can I do to increase speed? Hand-to-hand. Short blade. Unarmored. Or you just move around a lot with athletics. That could also work. Willpower. Mysticism. Yeah, that can work. Alright. Let's head to the Mages Guild. Get some mysticism training. I don't know if any of these guys were trainers. I don't really remember.
Listening.
What spells do you have? Wild Levitate. I'm going to need that. Soul Fall. Detect. Soul Trap. Okay. I'm going to need a shock spell. No.
So what's this regarding?
No. Okay. Anyway. So let me think. I'm trying to remember, like, locations and what they had in said locations. Maybe Caldaria. Any of you mysticism trainers? Let's see. Charm, invisibility, chameleon, recall. I'm gonna need that.
I'm sure we can work out a fair price.
I'm sure we
This,
can.
then?
No. Okay. Balmora it is, then. Travel. Balmoria.
So what do you want?
I need about Tree Fitty. Anyway, training. Nope. Okay. Let me see. Shock. I need that. I mean, it wouldn't hurt to also have a Frost spell in the backup, you know? Spell making... shock damage. This is mostly just for Daedra. Now, in Oblivion, Daedra were weak to electric magic. I don't know why, but they were. I think it's the same in Morrowind. I can't be certain, but, you know. So I guess I make another one of Shock as well.
Anytime now.
Anytime now. Okay, spells here, levitate. That's fine. Okay, training. Mysticism, here we go. How much do I have? I should have enough to get this to 20. And there I go. Very nice. Very, very nice. And then, finally, speed for the level up. I guess I can just run around and not do anything else. I mean, that'll very slowly level athletics. And I do mean slowly. Might not be the most applicable, because I will have to defend myself eventually with destruction, so... Either way, either way. Let me think. I do have plenty of this. Live stream. Okay. If that's the case, I should probably go ahead and just get ready to do some stuff. Like, I want to do both the Mages Guild and the House Telvanni quests. Like, they hate each other in lore, but strangely there's nothing stopping you from joining both. Which is... Honestly, it feels like an oversight. The only thing that like, screws with you is the very last Mage's quest. I agree. The only thing that really screws with you is the very last one. Very last quest of the Mage's Guild, which basically tells you... Which basically says, yeah, go kill every one of the Telvanni. And obviously Telvanni don't want that, so, you know, just ignore the very last quest, and yeah, you can do all of them at the same time. Also, can I just say, look how freaky the Argonians are in Morrowind. Like, look at the way they walk. Look at this fucking farm tool. It's a meme in the Morrowind community. I may not be an advocate for the treatment of how Khajiit are treated in Morrowind, but I am fully an advocate of how Argonians are treated in Morrowind. I don't like Argonians, what can I say? So, how was your day? Bear in mind, I'm sprinting right now. This is sprinting. There are unironically people who will see this gameplay and be like, hell yeah. There's unironically people out there who will look at this gameplay and go, oh, amazing. Perfect masterpiece. 10 out of 10. So much better than Skyrim. The best game in the franchise. Yeah, people are looking at this right now and are like, yeah, this is the best game in the franchise right here. Look at this. Oh, this is peak. Absolutely peak. Oh, can't go that way, okay. You know, once I finish this quest, I'm going right back to Balmora, and I'm just dumping my fucking gold to dumping my gold into athletics training, because screw this nonsense. It does kind of suck. You have to level efficiently. Like I'm not trying to say like you have to in Morrowind, because all the levels in Morrowind are static, so you know it's way more. Do you like falafel? So it's way more applicable. But what I'm saying is, in Morrowind, it's not as punishing, just because every level is static, so it's not as big of a deal. But in Oblivion, you're literally forced to, because everything levels to you but to an exact T. Like, see that enemy over there? Like, I have to slowly wait for my stamina to recover. Otherwise, I can't cast spells efficiently, right every time. Yeah. What's my magicka? 240. Honestly, I thought it'd be 300. It's actually less than I thought it'd be. Oh well. Just gotta wait a few more moments. Luckily, the AI in Morrowind is comically stupid, as you see. They just rush straight forward. Wow, you mean to tell me the AI in a game made in 2002 is bad? No way. Okay, I can't believe you. Okay, diamond. I'll take that. Gold. Gold. And more gold. Funny enough, it's actually kind of hard to enter this. Like, if you start the game with, like, no investment in speed and you just barrel rush straight to this first dungeon here with, like, no speed at all and while wearing heavy armor, you actually can't even enter because... Watch this, okay? Like, keep in mind, I started with a huge bonus to athletics and my speed is average, so... Like, this is, like, the average run speed at the very start of the game. Like, look at this door here. See that? There's genuinely a chance you might not make it. And I only just barely made it. I do like the ambience of the Dwemer Ruins in Morrowind. Like, listen to that. Isn't that nice? Okay, there should be 2 bandits down here and 1 chief in there. I might want to put this on just in case. Aha! Yeah, combat in 2002 game, not the AI in a 2002 game, not the best. Who could have foreseen this? Hey, Iron Jane, good to see you too. I got all the footage for your video, I just still need to edit it. Just yesterday was really hectic for me, so I didn't get to really do much with it. I'll get to work on it today, don't you worry. Oh my, oh, no, no, no. I'm stuck. Whoa, okay. Morrowind, am I right? There we go. I do want to grab this, but I can't really afford to carry it around with me, so... Oh well. Lightning Bolt. I'm gonna need to rest, regenerate my magicka. I'll probably get jumped by a Dark Brotherhood assassin.
Die!
What'd I tell you? Are you shitting me? Already? Whatever. Barely gave me like 5 seconds here. An attempt was made in my life when I tried to rest. Good stuff. Take your time. Looks like you had fun yesterday. Oh, I did. I did. It was a lot of fun. The best thing about the Dark Brother Assassin is that they give you insanely good early game armor. Now, I can't carry it all, unfortunately. Let me think. What am I carrying that's so heavy? I'm not putting away the yams. Stop asking, chat. I guess I don't need that. That's no longer needed. 9 more pounds. I need that. That can go, unfortunately. This can go, unfortunately. I need to sell that, because that's worth a really pretty penny. I don't need this. Holy balls, no way that was that heavy. Hold on. 20 pounds? What in the actual fuck? That's insanity. Okay, well anyway. Rest for a few hours. That's all the magicka I get? 5 hours and I only regenerate that much? Alright, that sucks. Alright, well.
This is pointless. Give in.
That's what they all say. Ow. Okay. Cure disease could come in handy. Levitate, you never know. Alright. And there it is, the Dwemer puzzle box. Fun fact, quest items in Morrowind, they do have weight. Unlike in Skyrim where they're weightless because they don't want the player to get over encumbered by something that they can't remove, yeah, in Morrowind, they still have weight. So it's like, yeah, screw you, I guess. Okay. How much, 9 pounds. I don't think I can carry this, then. Nope, just barely. Walk back to Balmora, and then I'm gonna massively, heavily invest in athletics. Holy balls, this is so sluggish. The fastest you can be at the start of the Morrowind. You know what the worst, most insulting part is? Alchemy ingredients that increase running speed are shockingly rare. Like shockingly rare. In fact, the only one I can think of off the top of my head without thinking is the wolf pelts in the Solstein DLC. Yeah, sure, let me casually go to the level 30 area to kill level 30 enemies at level 1. This seems like a great idea. Okay, save game. Yeah. Yeah. The mask doesn't really... doesn't quite fit on me, does it? Also, what is with the Dark Brotherhood's, masks? Like, look at that. Like, what are they trying to do here? I get they're probably trying to protect their faces from, like, the ash storms and whatnot, but, like, the one large goggle mixed with the one small goggle? I don't know. What is the Dark Brotherhood doing, man? What are they doing? Absolute maroons. Yeah, and then you just walk back, because there's no fast travel in this game. This is what I mean when I say that the Elder Scrolls game that needed fast travel the most is the one that doesn't have it. And then the one that didn't need it at all, aka Skyrim, is the one where you're clearly encouraged and they clearly, like, are in the mindset that you're going to be using it all the time. Save hard and often. See, that's what I'm doing, because this game's very crash-happy. In fact, the fact that it's gone on for as long as it has without crashing is genuinely amazing. Sometimes it crashes so hard that I can't even fully X out of the program, even with Task Manager, and I'm forced to shut down the computer entirely. It's not very common, but when that does happen, holy balls, it happens. This game has multiplayer. Not by default, but with the external program Open Morrowind, it does. Open Morrowind is basically the same game, but multiplayer. And I had a lot of fun with that back in the day with a good buddy of mine. Dude was named TJ. I don't know what happened to him. He unfriended me once on Steam, and like silently, and I haven't heard nor seen him since. I hope he's still alive. I say that because he did have suicidal like talk a lot, so you know, here's hoping he's still alive. You know, it's kind of funny, like, this dungeon's actually not too far from town here, but, like, it feels like it's super far away just because of how slow you move. Like, if I were to just simply move faster, I feel like you'd quickly realize just how tiny the world is. In fact, the world of Morrowind here, like, on the world map, like, look at this. Like it's actually really puny. Like, this is just the island of Vonderfell plus Solstein. You know what's really weird? Like, I don't know why they made all this endless ocean over here, because, like, in lore, you want to know where the rest of the mainland of Morrowind is? Right here. Like, it's so close that you could see it from Vonderfell. And you can see Vonderfell from the mainland. Like, that's how close it is. It's like, where my arrow is, like, this is where, like, the mainland of Morrowind is. It's like in a, like, right here is, like, the biggest curve of ocean, right here, just the big woo, right here, big U shape, and then, like, the rest of it's, like, literally right here, then there's islands scattered about right here, and then there's the Sea of Ghosts there. And then, like, there's Skyrim, like, over there, you know? I don't know. I don't know why it's the way that it is, it just is. I mean, I get it, because, like, when the game first went in development, the idea-plan was for the entire continent, or the entire country, I mean, of Morrowind to be explorable. But surprise, surprise, that was too difficult for an incompetent company full of really bad programmers who have no idea what the fuck they're doing plus being limited on incredibly bad software and not having the technology for it in 2002. Who would have thought? It's more ocean because it's accurate to how real life was in those times. Buddy, I don't think you understand Morrowind. Okay. Ask about the Neverrain. Tell me about the Neverrain. Tell me about the 6th house. House Dagoth? References. There you go. Okay. Say, is anyone here a athletics trainer? You are. Don't have much gold, but I'll do it. There we go.
What's this about?
And now I'm 1% faster. Amazing. But anywho, yeah, like the original idea for Morrowind was that the whole country was going to be explorable, but they quickly realized that they wouldn't be capable of doing that because 2002 software was just really bad. And that's kind of ironic saying that, because you see this engine that I'm currently in? You feel all this? No matter what Bethesda says, this is the same fucking engine that Skyrim is on. You think I'm joking? You think I'm trying to be funny? No. The engine that Skyrim is on is just an improved, patched, worked on, whatever you want to call it, version of the same engine that Morrowind is on. That's the reason why their games are so outdated. That's the reason why their games are so buggy. That's the reason why their games are so shit. How fast can you run? Bro, this right here is sprinting. It's tied to your athletic skill and your speed attribute. And, like, right now, these are both, like, at average. Like, this is average run speed. Look at this. I am a sleeper, one among thousands. I bring a message. Dagoth there calls you, worm, and you cannot deny your lord. The 6th house is risen. Dagoth is its glory. Yes, yes, I know, sleeper, I know.
Make it quick, Outlander.
Make it quick, Outlander. Alright. I feel it, yeah. Like, Skyrim, Oblivion, Morrowind, and to a lesser degree, Fallout 4, like, they're all on the same engine. Oh, and Fallout 3 in New Vegas. Like, technically speaking, these are all the same engine. For now, I have some more orders for you. Glanced over the notes and go to Grandma Smart for an orc. Yep. Then she wants me to defile a graveyard by actually robbing the grave of some Dunmer noble and bringing her his skull, because, you know, this is definitely something that's perfectly fine to do. Base survivor sprint is faster than that shit on breakers. Like I said, Iron Jane, you thought I was exaggerating. Remember all my rants about Morrowind during my Skyrim live streams? Yeah, you thought I was exaggerating. You thought I was being hyperbolic. Little did you realize I was being as dead ass as possible. I was being dead fucking serious. This is average run speed of Morrowind. Now it can get crazy fast near the end game, but at the beginning of the game, this is the average run speed. While wearing light armor with average speed and average athletics, this is the average run speed. This is sprinting. This is walking. Honestly, not too big of a difference, actually, the longer I look at it. Hey, Sharn Gra Mosgub. You're one of his associates? That's a different matter, then. We have a very satisfactory agreement. I'm sure we can come to that. The errand is very simple. I need the skull of that name. You'll find it at the Ancestral Tomb. Try not to upset the natives. They have particularly primitive prejudices against... Peculiarly primitive prejudices. I love the alliteration. Against necromancy, and take grave objection to unauthorized tomb visits. Where is the tomb? South of Peligad, just off the road, just before you reach the fork. Southwest towards Saint Anine, southeast towards Vivek. You may need this enchanted blade, as the spirits are immune to normal weapons. Take this old sword, and maybe these scrolls may come in handy too. I won't need that since I'm a mage, but, you know. Save the game. Okay, let me think. Do you think Creeper's stock has restocked by now? It's only been about a day, so probably not, but it's worth a shot. Let me see. South of Pelgiad, which is... Let me increase this to here, hold on. Pelgiad. Right down here near Satanine, okay. Travel, Caldaria.
Yes, friend.
It'll only be about 24 gold to come back and forth, so it's fine.
Yes, friend.
Yes, friend.
I'm...
Let's head over to my main man Creeper, see if I can sell these, Grievuses, I think they're called? Yeah, Greaves. Grievuses, yes.
I'm listening.
Grievous. Star Wars is on my mind now. Now, where did I put that? Indeed. Sup, Urogro Gorak. Greetings, Lord Zub Grobolga. Man, old orc names are a hell of a mess, aren't they? Creeper.
Yes.
Okay, yep, it restocked. Excellent. Take that, and I think I could sell one of these too. One of these. And maybe one of these too. It's a little bit over, but that's fine. Sujama. Skooma. Guys, I found the skooma. Creeper's selling skooma. Alright. Sheen. Matsi. Ancient Dagoth Brandy. I like how, like, House Dagoth made alcohol, and it's just objectively bad for you. It gives you no benefit at all. It doesn't even taste good, nor does it make you giddy or happier like normal intoxication does. No, it just actually physically causes you damage. Okay, let's see. Oh, also it's damage, not drain. I just noticed. That's even worse. I guess I'll take your Flynn. And then... yeah, just max it out, sure. See, Creeper is basically sand. I hate it. It gets everywhere. I don't like sand.
Say your business.
It's rough, coarse, and irritating. And it gets everywhere. I actually like that speech. Like a lot of people like to meme on it and laugh at it, but if you actually look at the dialogue and look at the character of Anakin, what he's saying is actually a lot more poetic and impactful than it seems. It's kind of just an issue with Star Wars in general. The dialogue is generally considered wooden because it's like... it's not really like something conventional that your average person would say, even if they're trying to be symbolic. This is not the type of thing that people would say, but it is quite meaningful if you understand it. The reason is because George Lucas himself is just not good at writing dialogue. Like, you gotta keep in mind, with the originals plus the prequels... with the original plus the prequels, George Lucas had absolute say over everything, so... yeah. It's the reason why they're so good. It's crazy to think that the prequels were so hated when they first came out. Genuinely crazy. Like, I was born during the time period of it. Like, I was an actual infant when Phantom Menace came out, and I thought it was the coolest shit ever. So imagine my surprise when I was 7 years old, and I got to see Revenge of the Sith for the first time, and I was so excited to see what happens next. And then I get told that these are actually movies that take place before the events of older movies, and I was like... how does that work? It's like, there's more? I get to find out more? And then I get to see A New Hope for the first time, and I was actually kind of confused. Not confused because the story was bad, not because I didn't like the movie. No. I was confused because I was like, that's weird. Why does this movie look so much worse than the other one? As in, like, the overall film quality is a lot lower. So, like, yeah, see, like, back then... where am I going? What am I doing? Oh, right. Fighters Guild, right. See, back then, like, I didn't really understand the concept of prequels. So, like, it just felt weird coming off something that looked as extravagant as Revenge of the Sith, and then seeing the very first original Star Wars, thinking that this is, like, the proper order to watch them in, and being like, huh, that's odd, why is the film quality so much lower? Because I didn't realize this was filmed fucking 30 years ago at that point, you know? Actually, when was the original Star Wars? I think it was 77? Something like that.
Yes, friend.
Yes, friend. I need more athletics. More athletics. More athletics. More athletics. Give me more. Give me all the athletics you got. Okay. Fun fact, just like in real life, people will attack you if you try sleeping in their bed. So that's why I gotta hide away to do this. Damn it, dream. Disturbing dream. You only remember the tall figure of the golden mask leaning you amongst the dead as though it was a wedding. You heard many voices, but no lips moved. You're straining to breathe, but your chest didn't move. The tall figure spoke with each figure as he passed among them, laughing and joking as if they were alive, but they made no reply. You tried to cry out, but without breath, your tongue fluttered in vain. There we go. Intelligence, willpower, speed. Efficient leveling. Feels good. You realize that all your life you've been coasting along as if you were in a dream. Suddenly, facing the trials last few days, you have come to life. You've come alive. Okay, that'll do. Look at that. You feel that? Now I'm like 3% faster. Wow. The game takes a long time to get going. What can I say? It takes quite a while to get going. Okay, now I can do all that again. Intelligence, willpower. I think I can just, like, it'll be probably cheaper for me, so hand-to-hand training it is. Where? Over here. It kind of sucks, but like this is how I usually spend the first few like hours of my playthroughs of Morrowind, just in Balmora training like crazy, because I can't stand nor tolerate how insanely slow you are at the start. Luckily, being a mage is not very demanding in terms of resources. Fun fact: they're going to retcon the sequel trilogy. I mean, yeah, they've officially done that. Sequels are not real now. Good. Good. You know, it's genuinely crazy, like, why didn't they just do what George Lucas wanted to do? I shit you not, George Lucas wanted to do... Nope. George Lucas wanted to do a sequels. Still slow as fuck. I know, man, I know. Like, George Lucas wanted to do a sequel, trilogy, and, like, he had a whole idea and everything laid out. Hold on, let me think here. Short blade, that's speed. You know what, that works too. You'll do. Get that to 15.
Quickly, Outlander. I haven't much time.
Can you stop moving around? Oh, stop moving around, bud. Short blade, and short blade. And then 15. There we go. Okay, so speed will be at +5 when I level up. Alchemy, I can do that for intelligence. And then willpower... You know, willpower in this game is actually not as essential, but here's how willpower works in this game compared to the other games. Obviously, increase your fatigue, and as it says there, your ability to resist magic. It doesn't mean, like, reducing the effectiveness. It just means, like, certain stuff like paralysis will or will not work. You know, chance-based, roll the dice. The most important thing about willpower that makes it important is that it increases your likelihood to be able to successfully cast spells. Now, obviously, your skill with said spell matters way more, but, I mean, this still helps. Same with luck, surprisingly. Luck in Morrowind is way more important than luck in Oblivion. Way more important, but unfortunately, you can't really level it much, if at all, so, meh. Okay, let me think. If that's the case, athletics is about to go up, so maybe I should... at least do a little bit of investment on something in willpower here. Let me think. Is it just those two? I think it is, yeah. Okay, I could just try to... I'll buy a very simple basic spell that's mysticism orientated. Hal Jordan, willpower. Good stuff. That was a genuine, like, fun thing I like to do with my wife a lot, where we do a lot of stuff like this even to this day, but like we basically just ask each other like fun questions that like make us think and stuff. And like one fun thing I remember asking her a long time ago was, okay, your OCs are now in the DC universe and they have to join one of the Lantern Corps. Which one of them do they join? And of course, since she's a Marvel girl and I'm a DC boy, I have to explain it all, but you know, still works. Still pretty fun. And yes, I'm a DC boy. And yes, she's a Marvel girl. Could it really work? Okay, let me think. Conjuration. I wish George Lucas would buy it back. I mean, he himself does say he regrets selling it just because he hated what Disney did to it. Now, he doesn't regret it enough to pay them back like the $30 bajillion they gave him. To be fair, he probably doesn't even have that much money anymore, but like, still. Okay, Conjuration. Do I even have a good summon spell? Not really. Man. Who's your favorite DC character? Okay, listen, it's gonna sound generic, but Batman. And it's not for, like, generic reasons, though, okay? Like, I grew up with multiple of the cartoons growing up, the animated series, Batman Beyond. Like, I didn't play, but I watched everything when it came to all the Arkham games. Like, I've read multiple of the comics. Like, it sounds generic, okay? It sounds generic. Like, I know it's like what every normie says, but, like, I genuinely do like Batman the most. I really do. Okay, hold on. Spells. Do you have anything basic for mysticism? Something extremely easy? No? Okay. I could probably use one of these, though. Yeah, why not? Okay. Batman is the best, indeed. Hey, Growa over here. Do you have any mysticism? Okay, spell absorption. That's kind of it. Okay, spell absorption. I guess I kind of have to do that. Think your favorite Batman's Adam West? Listen, man, Adam West is an absolute legend, and I will always respect his portrayal. Though I don't know if that's like my favorite, most accurate portrayal of Batman. Though I think my favorite's probably Justice League, dash Batman Beyond, dash animated series. I mean, they're all the same continuity, dash same writer. So I guess I can just say cartoon at that point. I guess at that point it's just the cartoon. Okay, spell absorption, self, 1. Then name it, train Mystic, yeah. Train Mystics, that way it's easier to see.
How interesting. A tourist.
The fuck you call me? I'm a diehard fan. I ain't no fucking tourist. Yeah, that's right, look away. Bitch. I ain't one of those fucking Fallout tourists. I ain't one of those retards who thinks the show is good. Hell no. I'm also not one of those diehard fans who tries to defend Fallout's honor because I'm like, I look at Fallout and I'm just like, you know what? This whole series was always kind of bad. It's just Bethesda took something that was not that good and made it horrible. But anyway, let me think. What do I want to do with everything I got here? Okay, I'll need 10 of that. I'm gonna invest in mysticism just in case athletics goes up. And then this stuff... I keep forgetting Conjuration is intelligence and not willpower. Just in case alteration and destruction increase while I'm out and about, so... If I do all that... And then... That... Should do it. Yeah. I'm gonna go get some more, stuff over here in Wolverine Hall. Hold on.
I'm listening.
I'm listening. Not Nolan. I didn't say he was bad. I'm just saying that my favorite is probably the animated series dash Justice League dash Beyond. Like again, same writer, same everything. So you know, that's technically the best depiction of Bruce Wayne that I like personally. Again, not saying Nolan is bad. It's just that I grew up with the cartoons and I'm more attached to that. Like, I think it's like the purest and best example of who he is as a character. Okay. Okay, maybe I don't need 100, but, you know. 50. And then 50. There we go. Alright. I agree with you. Alright. Let's see. Health, fatigue, disease, magicka, intelligence. Okay. Man, listen to that drinking noise. Ah. That's very satisfying. That's a very satisfying noise. Drink all my intelligence potions, because I'm very intelligent. I'm a very, very, very smart man, you see. There we go. And the ash yams and the bloats. Okay, 33, so I gotta get that up to 42. The answer of the universe. Actually, wait, what am I doing? I can just drink it all right now. Barter. Hey, you want to buy a $2,000 potion? Take your entire stock. Alright. I'm gonna be here a little while. What's up, Worm? How you doing, Bubba? I'm doing pretty good, having fun with some Morrowind here. I got a video in the works that just needs to finish the editing. It will most likely be done tonight. I do have quite a bit of shit to do, but it should be done tonight, and it'll be posted on my Discord for early access, because if all my viewers didn't know, you get early access to all my videos if you're a part of my Discord. You get to see everything a day or 3 early. So, you know, if you want to check out my content early, join my Discord. That being said, if you just want to wait like an extra 2 or 3 days, it'll come out after then. Like, it'll probably be in public view in the next 2 days or so, give or take, depending on how I'm feeling. So, yeah. Oh my gosh. I'm so smart. I love ingesting random liquids from the shit I got mixing around the stuff in the sink. I love doing that. I love just grabbing all the liquids I can find under the sink and just mixing them all together. They make my brain vibrate. This is opening my pineal gland so good. Alright. Who's your wife's favorite? From DC? I'm actually not sure. Like I said, like, she doesn't really know that much about DC aside from what I've told her, so I'm not really sure who her favorite from DC is. I'll have to ask. As for her favorite from Marvel, well, that one's a bit of a toss-up. Like, she's really big into both Spider-Man and Doctor Strange, so I'd say it's probably a toss-up for her. Not too sure. I'd have to ask. I'll ask her later when she gets home. From Marvel. Well, like I said, for Marvel, it's probably a toss-up between either Spider-Man or Doctor Strange. Hard to say. Like, I would assume probably Spider-Man, since she knows a lot more about that and grew up with a lot more content involving him, so yeah. I'm so fucking intelligent. Okay, 2 more in alchemy. Guys, I don't think my skull can contain my brain. My brain is too big. Look at that. I think if the numbers get too high, it actually rolls over like in Pokemon. Okay, Magicka. I gotta make sure I don't accidentally drink that one. Intelligence, intelligence, intelligence. Intelligence, intelligence. I'm so intelligent. I'm so smart. I'm too smart for this. I am a motherfucking genius. Holy balls. Spider-Man is go. Indeed. Okay, what's the lowest one? I guess these ones. I wish you could drink more than one. Fun fact, alchemy being as broken as it is in Morrowind, this is the reason why in Oblivion you can only drink like 5 potions every 30 seconds. Like, there's like a cooldown on how often you can drink potions, and that's all because of Morrowind. Even though they also massively revamped alchemy as a whole and nerfed it into the dirt in Oblivion. Look at how smart I am. 141,582 in intelligence. Out of 100. You see that right there? That right there is the average IQ for a Breakers player. This is how intelligent the ETM gamer is. This is how smart your Oolong is. This, right here, is the sheer amount of brain power that Nemesis is functioning on. You see? They're too smart to play with the game. They understand the only way to win is to not play, and therefore they play whilst not playing. It truly is a 4th-dimensional genius tactic, you see. Okay, how strong are these potions I'm making now? 5,000 intelligence for 17,000 seconds. I'm too smart. Ah, I drank the Magicka one. Crap. Ah, well. You see, Chad, this right here is why I should always be the cook. This is why I am the chef. This is why I am the leader. This is why I am the one who speaks. This is why I am the one who knocks. Because I am clearly the most intelligent one in the room. And it's not even close. Okay, alchemy. I can do a couple more. Let me do just like 2 more. I did 3. You see why I did that? Because I'm too intelligent. Buddy says Nemesis. Indeed. See that right there? That's the average IQ right there. This is just average in Breakers players. Just average. This is what every single Master Duel player thinks they are. This is how every Yu-Gi-Oh player thinks they are. This is how competitive Pokemon players feel when they switch in a flying type against a dude who's choice banded and used Earthquake last turn. This is how they feel. Yeah. Look at that, 7,000 intelligence for 21,000 seconds. I don't even know how many minutes that is. Can someone translate that for into minutes for me? How many minutes are there in 21,140 seconds? Genuinely, someone translate that for me. I'm actually curious. 21,140 seconds. That's quite lengthy. Quite lengthy. He's too smart. Burn the witch. You can't burn me. I'm too smart for fire to hurt me. You see the pirates. Fuck. What is that? What is that particle called? Hold on. There's a in theoretical physics. There's a particle. Hold on. Oh, this is driving me crazy. Fuck. In theoretical physics, there is a theorized particle that exists in the human body called the. What's it called? The pyro something. Shit. What's it called? This is actually driving me nuts. Come on. Come on. I have 175,000 intelligence. Use that brain. What is it called? It's a particle that's theorized to exist in the human body because according to quantum mechanics and theoretical physics, like there's a particle that causes the human body to spontaneously combust. That would be 356 oh my gosh. So a couple of hours is what you're saying. Basically, I'm so smart, I'm stuck being smart. It hurts to be this intelligent. Okay, so let me think. Intelligence speed is maxed out, so I just need willpower now, which I could do easily just by playing casually with destruction. Sounds good, sounds good. How much gold do I have? Not a whole lot, so I gotta be a bit preservative. Fighters Guild. This is driving me nuts! What's the name of that particle? It's not definitively confirmed to exist. It's all theoretical work. But like someone came up with the hypothesis that there's a highly combustible particle that randomly becomes active in the human body, and that's supposedly the explanation for spontaneous human combustion.
So what do you want?
A very, very rare phenomenon, in case you didn't know. Oh, what is that particle called? This is driving me nuts. It was called the pyro something or the proto something. I can't remember. Oh my gosh, this is actually driving me insane. What was it called? I have 175,000 intelligence, and I can't remember the name of a theoretical particle that may exist in the human body that possibly is the cause for spontaneous human combustion. Crap! Oh, what's it called? What is it called? This is driving me nuts. What's it called? Oh my gosh, I'm actually going crazy here. Oh, fuck. Google it. You Google it! I'm busy playing Morrowind. I'm too smart for Google. Okay. Got more,
Care to tell me what this is about?
This is about achieving power. Anyway, spellcaster effects. Let's see. Restore health, self. 2... Actually, hold on. If I make it 1 over the course of 10 seconds, how about that? Let's make it like 2 over the course of 10 seconds, yeah. Train, restoration. And then... Frost damage, self, 1 point, instant, train destruction. See, unlike in Skyrim, where the spell itself matters, in Morrowind, all that matters is that you're actually casting the spell. That's all that matters in Morrowind. So, like, as long as you're casting the spell, you still get the, experience for it. Okay, Athletics is gonna level up soon, so I should probably be training Mysticism. Save game, live stream. Okay. I should walk to Pelgiad. And when I say walk, I mean walk. Yeah, get used to hearing that sound, chat. This is all part of the Morrowind experience, grinding like a motherfucker. Let's get +1 to mysticism, because I'm about to get +1 to speed. Or athletics, I mean. Fail. Why is stamina connected to the chance to cast a spell successfully? I hate that. I actually despise that. Why's it gotta be that way? The Pyrotron. It's so simple! How did I not remember that? I'm genuinely agitated by that. Like, I genuinely am fucking angry that I could not remember the Pyrotron. That actually pisses me off. You have no idea. Like, I'm genuinely upset by that. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna need this mini-map here. Okay, so Pelgiad is that way. It's probably not gonna be necessary, but I can show you another thing you can do early on in the game. Ah, what if I... Nah, it won't work. I was gonna say, what if I get a levitation potion enabled, but like that's gonna be genuinely obnoxious for a while. Because I googled it, not you. Yeah, you know why? Because I'm too smart for Google. That's why. That's the reason why I don't Google things, because I'm too intelligent for it. I'm hurting myself with actual ice magic because I'm too intelligent. You see. Like, I can prove it. Look at that stat. I'm too smart. It's a pretty good way to level, honestly. Alright, so here's... You see that bridge over there? That's my goal. I'm gonna cross the bridge. I'm gonna say the N-word. And then randomly I'll get popular on YouTube. Because that's how it works on YouTube, apparently. You cross bridges, you scream the N-word, everyone hates you for like 3 days, and then everyone forgets about it, and then everyone just laughs about it, and then everyone starts making memes about it, and then you gain 400 million subscribers overnight, because that's the law. Alright, here we go, coming up on the bridge now. Alright. What a fucking NWA! There you go. Alright. Train destruction. Okay, if I remember right, the mine is somewhere around here. It's just me, or am I moving even slower now? Like, I know I'm walking, but, like, it feels slower. Ah, well. Either I'll need that for the feather potion. Actually, yeah, I probably should make one of them. That's how life works, indeed. Don't forget your apology video where you need to cry. I've made a horrible and continuous lapse in judgments. I do not expect forgiveness, but for what it's worth, I truly regret the actions I've committed. The atrocities that I have said to the public, it can never be forgiven. I want to personally apologize to all the Outlanders who I have offended with my actions and my words. Fucking Dunmer. See, these are fictional races. It's okay to be racist. Okay, this is the mine, if I remember right. Oh my fuck, guys, look at that. Look at the fucking live chat there. Like, as soon as I said the N-word, all of a sudden 5 more people joined the live chat. You see? See, I told you, that's the key to success. All you gotta do is say the N-word. And in case you're too stupid to catch on to the joke, the N-word is NWA. In case anyone here is actually thinking I'm being serious for even a single nanosecond here. Because you never know. You never know. Some people are retarded. Some people will not understand jokes at all. We live in a society. It's all the Empire's fault. I tell you, The Empire really keeps an Enwa down. Okay. Now, all you have to do is enter that, cave. All you have to do is enter that mine once, and then you can go to Vivek, and you can get yourself a Daedric item. Pretty handy, honestly, pretty handy. But now that I've done it... Okay, train destruction. How close am I? Not very close at all. Where were the other drugs going? Never ask an Enwa what he does with his skooma. I don't know why I keep talking like a Dunmer when my character is an Altmer. I don't know. Let's just pretend that. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna roleplay that my Altmer character I'm playing here, that he was born and raised in Morrowind. He was orphaned at a young age, and he was raised by Dunmer on the mainland. And he's still an Outlander because he's not from Vonderfell. And in case you don't know anything about Dunmer, they hate everyone, even other Dunmer. Like they're just assholes. But the thing I respect about the Dunmer, unlike the Nords, who consider themselves the victims, the Dunmer know they're assholes. And they don't care. They know they're a-holes, but they just choose to continue to be a-holes. There we go. And then... Train destruction. I should really try to make a willpower enhancing potion, because then all my spells will always work. I don't think any of my ingredients increase willpower, though. Not by the looks of it. Maybe when I reach Pelgia, they'll be selling some. I'll take a look, you know. Frost Shield. This increases magicka, so I'll take that. That's health. I'll definitely take that. Because you have Nolan Batman on your mind. No, dude, that's not Batman. That's the generic Dunmer voice in this game. Like, if I can find some Dunmers, I'll show you. Not the female Dunmers. The female Dunmers sound like... I don't know why, but all the female Dunmers sound like grandmas, and all the male Dunmers sound like they smoked 50 packs a day. Hold on, wait. Resist fire. I don't need that. Like, look at this bitch here, okay? Well, to be fair, she does actually look old, but like Dunmer girls are all voiced by the same grandma. It's kind of unfortunate. Can you help me? I've lost my way. I can't find the holy place I'm looking for. The Fields of Camus. I'm on a pilgrimage to the holiest of places, but I seem to have lost my way. Can you help me find it? Surely you know this better area than I. I can pay you for your time. Sure. It's near the water. The views there are supposed to be breathtaking. If I remember right, it's right around here. It's a bit out of the way, but... Hold on. Does this path lead me there? Either way. Where is... There it is. Unfortunately, a very large chunk of the missions in Morrowind are escort missions, and unfortunately, as you can see, the NPCs are even slower than I am. And keep in mind, with stat-wise, my character is like just average. Maybe just barely above average in terms of speed. And like, I still have to stop every 2 seconds just to help her, like, catch up. Very unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. C'est la vie. C'est la vie. In a text message here. Hold on. Who's talking? Oh, shit. Hold on a second, chat. I'm gonna have to take the... Oh, fuck! I just realized! Morrowind doesn't let you minimize, so I can't... Shit! Shit! Alright. Morrowind doesn't let you minimize to, like, mute my mic, so, and I don't have that bound in my keys yet, because I never had a purpose to do so. So, while I listen to this audio text here... Well, it's not really text, it's an audio message, but you know what it is. While I listen to that, I'll just go in the other room to do this, so, you know, be right back, I guess. Okay. Sorry about that one. It's kind of unfortunate that I can't really, you know, do it proactively like I usually do. Hell, actually, I probably could have left the computer. Oh my gosh, there's a hole in my neck. You see that? Oh. Oh. It's a little hard to see, but like, right there. You see that? It's like, oh. Oh, that's raw. Oh, that is raw. That is raw. I don't like that. Well, anywho. Escorting her to the fields of Camus. Like, I know where that is, but the problem is I don't remember which road leads to what here. This ain't good. This ain't good. I don't remember which way is which. I mean, I know where it is, but what I mean is, like, I don't remember where the road that leads to it is. Maybe it was back there. Maybe it does curve around. Has anyone seen the new Mortal Kombat 2 movie? I heard it's better than the first. Okay, listen up, my main man Zombie. I'm gonna be real with you. That's not a very high bar to get over. In fact, that bar is laying on the ground. That bar is just laying flat on the ground. That Mortal Kombat movie from a couple years ago, that was beyond abysmally bad. Like, listen, Mortal Kombat as a whole has gotten really bad over the years. And, well, to be fair, it's kind of been downhill since, like, the midway point. But, good lord, man, like, I did not like Mortal Kombat 9 because they just fuck everything up and it felt like they were just doing whatever. Like, Mortal Kombat 9, like, how can I explain this? Mortal Kombat 9 felt like, with the new company that owned it, NetherRealm Studios, it feels like they were genuine fans who were genuinely trying to make their own interesting take, but they themselves were, like, brand new to the concept of writing stories, and, like, they wanted to do something that was similar but different, and they did not know at all what they were doing, and they never once stopped to errata or, like, retry or anything. It's like, whenever they wrote something down, they just took it and like, canonicized it, and they were, like, later on, like, oh, fuck, wait a minute, no, that doesn't work. But they're like, oh, too late, we already programmed it. So they just kept going, and they kept doubling, tripling, and quadrupling down on their bullshit. Like, that's what Mortal Kombat 9 feels like. It feels like an honest mistake on the hands of actually incompetent idiots. Like, people were trying to make a genuine, like, respectful adaptation, but they themselves were just too stupid to do it right. Nothing is better than Annihilation. Yes! Giga Chad take, Annihilation is the best Mortal Kombat media of them all. Yes, I agree. But anywho, jokes aside, like, Mortal Kombat 9 felt like an honest but severe mistake. Like, it was like, oh, they didn't mean for it to turn out this shit, but... but it's still shit, you know? Like, there's, like, sure, this would be like if I was a chef, and you ordered a steak, and I massively overcook it to the point that it's just actual ash. And it's not because, like, I hate you. No, it's just because, like, I got bored and disinterested, I looked away from the stove, or I fell asleep on the toilet during my break or something. And that caused it to be so severely overcooked that now it's just a pile of ash. It's like, did I mean to do that? No, but I still fucked up hardcore, you know? That's Mortal Kombat 9. Like, it's unintentional, but it's bad. Mortal Kombat 10... is frustrating, because it feels like it was written exclusively just to solve the issues with Mortal Kombat 9, but all they did was kept digging a deeper and deeper hole for themselves, and kept screwing everything up, and just they just didn't know what the fuck to do. Like, it felt like they kept just like wildly jumping between ideas. I mean, the main idea and plot, that being Shinnok's invasion, is resolved in, like, the first fucking chapter. In the first, like, 15 minutes of the gameplay, that's completely dropped. And then 85% of the game after that is just the political issues with Outworld, because Kotal Khan is a total, because Kotal Khan is a total cunt. If Stryker is not in the next Mortal Kombat movie, I'm gonna strike. My favorite part of the Mortal Kombat movie is when the police dude says it's Stryker time and he started striking everybody. Funniest shit I've ever seen. Anyway. Look at this slow-ass bitch. Like, I'm on average speed. Average, catch up. Work out more. Anyway. Mortal Kombat 10 felt like it didn't know what it wanted, and it just kept fucking up, and it felt like they never once stopped and said, "No, that's shit, let's not do that." It felt like it felt like someone would pitch an idea without thinking at all, and the dude would be like, write it down, and they'd immediately get to work right away to program and dialogue everything, and not realize that that was bad - causes issues until like 5 minutes later, after they've already done all the work, and they were like, oh, this sucks. Well, too late. Yeah, I guess we gotta just keep it in now. Too late. Like that's what Mortal Kombat 10 feels like. That's Mortal Kombat 10. And then Mortal Kombat 11, oh, that's when it really got fucking awful. That's when it really became dog water. Like, where do I even begin? How do you feel about 11? I like the general gameplay, but, like, I'm talking about story and writing. Like, oh my fuck. Where do I even begin? It erratas almost everything, and I do mean everything. Like, let me put this into Dragon Ball terms. You know how a lot of people can't like Daima? Like a lot of people are doing it, like, a lot of people are delusional, and they like to say Daima is good. In reality, no, it's objectively garbage. Like, it is the worst fucking bit of Dragon Ball media I've ever witnessed. Yeah, even worse than the fucking movie. But here's the thing. People like to pretend and dilute themselves into thinking Daima's good because it was Toriyama's last work. I mean, you gotta respect the dying wishes of a man, right? Well, you know, if he wasn't dead, I'm just saying, like, if he didn't die, people would be bashing the shit out of Daima and calling it complete total shit. It's kind of similar with 11, only somebody didn't die, so everyone's perfectly fine with calling it shit. Like, it erratas everything, and I do mean everything, for little to no fucking reason at all. And, like, even the tiniest, most minute things just get errated for no reason at all. Like, off the top of my head, Shinnok's severed head is still alive, because apparently Elder Gods can't die, even though he's a fallen Elder God and not a true Elder God anymore. Well, here's the fatal flaw with that. Never once in any portion of the Mortal Kombat lore did it ever state that the Elder Gods couldn't die. In fact, we see examples of this happen multiple times. It's just that in Mortal Kombat's lore, the Divine Beings are capable of dying. It's just that when they do die, they're not gone forever like mortals are. No, it's just they're reborn, but they lose all of their memories. Which, if you think about it, yeah, that's basically death. Like, for example, if Raiden were to be killed right now, he would just respawn, like, 2 seconds later in the Temple of Elements. But he would forget everything. He would lose all of his memories. He wouldn't know that he's the Guardian of Earth. He wouldn't know what to do or where to go. He would basically just... It's the equivalent of having total amnesia where absolutely everything is forgotten. Like, that's how it is. That's how it is in Mortal Kombat's lore. But for some reason, Shinnok's severed fucking head is alive in Mortal Kombat 11 for some reason. And that's almost exclusively just so the antagonist, Kronika, can have a motivation, I guess, I think. It's so piss poorly explained. And also the existence of Titans is now a thing. Also, the game contradicts itself with that. Kronika can be killed. She dies in 2 of the 3 endings, and funny enough, that ending where she doesn't die is the bad, non-canon ending. Strangely, the neutral ending is the canon one, which is kind of wild to me. The good ending's not canon, the neutral ending's canon. That's so weird. There you go. Thank you for your help. Here's the payment. Thank you. Now I can finally run the whole time. Get quote-unquote run. I could just swim across here. Oh, that'll take forever. Hold on, chat. Whoa! Hold on, chat. I'm getting another audio call. I'll be right back yet again. Yeah, I'll be right back. Ah! Alright. Sorry about that. Wife's sending me stuff, and I always gotta respond right away, because, you know, that's my girl. Anywho, where was I? That's always the wait. There's always the comic collection with the old school ones and all the ports, including arcade. Like, listen, man, old Mortal Kombat's not flawless, especially in the gameplay department. Me, personally, I'm not a fan of any fighter game. Fighting games in general just don't do it for me. But, like, especially 2D fighters. Like, I personally just absolutely detest 2D fighters because I find them both cheesy. I find them both cheesy, obnoxious, and just... Oh, that's a baby slaughterfish. I find them cheesy, obnoxious, and just overall not fun to play. Like, at all. Like, I don't like 2D fighter games, because for starters, I find it fucking ridiculous that you can quite literally juggle someone in the air basically forever. You have literally a single frame to break free and actually start playing the game. Like, I don't like stuff like that. I really do not. Like, stuff like that just is annoying as hell. But, when it comes to story writing, earlier Mortal Kombat was a lot better. Notice how I said better and not perfect. I'll get to that on another tangent. DBZ Daima is hot trash. Well, I'm glad someone agrees with me on that. Like, there are so many people who defend it, and it's like, no, bud, this is fucking terrible. This errata is everything, for no reason. According to Daima, everything's a demon now. Literally everything. For no fucking reason. It just felt like it. Oh, the Namekians. Oh, well, they come from demons now. Oh, the Kais. Well, they're not actually, like, holy creator beings. No, they're just fucking demons. like, no, just fuck off. Fuck off, Daima. Fuck off with your nonsense. Like, if Toriyama didn't die, everyone would fucking hate Daima. There wouldn't be a single fan to it. And even with the whole respecting of his dying, like, wish and whatnot, even with that respect, like, there's still plenty of people who still call it out and call it complete trash. Because, like, I don't care who made it, and I don't care if this was your dying wish or not. If I see something bad, I'm gonna call it bad. And Daima's fucking bad. It's turbo bad. It's downright horrible. Like, on a scale of 1 to 10, I would give Daima a fucking 3. You're probably wondering why I'd give it a 3 despite the fact I'm bashing it so bad. Well, for it to be a 1, it has to be an actual worthless experience where I get nothing at all. Like, let me give you an example. Let me give you an example after my audio message here. Hold on. Alright, back from that. If Morrowind was, you know, capable of minimizing without closing, I could just mute my mic and just keep the gameplay going while doing it, but unfortunately that's not a thing. So yeah. Anyway, I have your breakers build. Oh, do you? Diamond's hot doo-doo. Indeed. So what's the build you got for me, BZ? Also, where was I on my tangent? Something about... Oh, yeah. Like, let me give you an example. Like, if something is, like, aggressively, like, woke, for example, and has no substance to it all, and it's just actual propaganda, and it's not fun, and yada yada yada, I'll still give it, like, a 2 out of 10, because at least it made me feel something. Those feelings may have been negative, maybe all I felt was anger, but, like, hey, at least it gave me something to work with, you know? A 1 out of 10 is an actual soulless nothingness that gives me nothing at all. Like 1 out of 10 is, like, boring, and it made me feel nothing, and it was just such a forgettable garbage experience. 2 is like, it made me feel something, but it's fucking rancid and terrible. I agree. And a 3 is something that is objectively horrible, but at least there's at least a single thing that I like. And that single thing can be extremely minor. Okay, where did she say this was again? Alright, hold on. Damn it. Okay. Off the road before the fork in the road. Alright. Firebolt equipped, alright. How close am I? Not very. Alright, well I guess we'll just get over there then. Like for something to be a 3 out of 10, it can at least have one thing that I like about it, without being something that just actually pisses me off. For example, if you were to give me, give me some video games that I've played, and I'll give you my rating on them. Like, for example, Fallout 4. I think Fallout 4 has done horrific damage to the entire franchise, and I think it has actually downgraded and retified the whole franchise, and it's made the whole franchise fucking garbage. And I think the overall gameplay is mediocre. I think the writing is some of the worst I've ever seen in my life. I think that the music is boring. I think that the overall gameplay loop is boring. It feels soulless, it feels empty, and it feels like there's no reason to play it at all. And despite all of that, I would say Fallout 4 is like... it's teetering on a 4 out of 10. I would say it's like a 3.5 out of 10. Now, despite everything I said, you'd probably be wondering, well, why would you give it a 4 out of 10, which is only below average if you hate the game that much? Well, the reasons. Number one, I actually feel something when I play, so it can't be a 1 out of 10. There are some, not many, but some things I like, so 2 out of 10. I can actually remember some fucking characters' names, 3 out of 10. And there's actually at least some... and the overall core gameplay, i.e. the shooting, because that's all the fucking game is, like, that can be enjoyable if I turn my fucking brain off and I do it for, like, 10 minutes, you know? In a small interval, that's fine. So, like, that's why I would give Fallout 4, like, a 3.5 out of 10. If I remember right, there's those fucking bone walkers in here, and I hate these bastards. Okay, these guys... okay, the ghosts die in one firebolt, that's good. Active as bubbles, wall of defense, and... Till? Princely Pride, wall kick, on guard, young talent, get... Bro, you're just trying to find the worst skill in the entire game, and, like, seeing if they all work. Except wall kick's fine. Anyway... I think that's beyond this door, isn't it? Are you okay up there, sir? Man, Skull Servant's looking a bit different today, isn't he? Alright. Oh, hello. It's a good thing the NPCs are just as slow as the player, huh? Go. I think it's down here. You think Bubbles is bad? I think it's pointless. Like, it's not the worst skill in the game, but it's a very, very pointless skill. Just because, yes, it does stun the raider for, like, a quarter of a second, basically just stopping them from doing whatever they're doing, but here's the problem. All it does is block their vision. That's it. It doesn't prevent actions, it doesn't prevent movement, that's all. That's it. Goodbye. Like, it doesn't stun them, it doesn't prevent them from working on the time machine, all it does is block their view. They can immediately go right back to doing whatever the hell they were doing. And if you're like me, it has no effect on you whatsoever, because the lock-on stays. Meaning if they're chasing you while this is up, well, sorry to say, they're gonna get you. I'm gonna need help dealing with this fucking Bone Walker. I hate these things. Okay, Ghost, can you get out of the way? Guys, get that Bone Walker. Guys. There you go. Yeah, you guys deal with those stat debuffs, not me. Skeleton, dude, get him. Riveting gameplay. Okay, well, my ghost is dead. Deader, I guess. Ah, did you get him? Good job, Skeleton. I knew my bony boy could do it. Okay, let me see. Restore intelligence, restore magicka, feather. Armored. The lessons of Vivek. Vivek is a fucking liar. Anyway, there's the skull. Yeah, this is how the Dunmer bury their dead. Amazing, isn't it? And they'll call you a savage for burying your dead. They're like, "What? You let your ancestors' bodies rot in the ground?" Dunmer. Frickin' Dunmer, man. Princely Pride is good. It used to be way worse. It is not good. It is not. I believe you when you say that it used to be worse, but just because it's better now than it was back then doesn't mean that it's good. Princely Pride is still fucking garbage, and in the modern meta, in the average game, especially if you're very resilient like me, then it's total fucking garbage. Because 9 times out of 10, the only time you go down is when the Raider's level 4. And if you go down to level 4, well, even if it's your first finish off, it's always guaranteed death. So I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. That's pretty bad. Okay. Got the skull. Head back to Balmora. Gonna try to level up on my way there. What else do I need? Okay. Train restoration. Here I go. And then train destruction. Like I said, just because something is better now than it used to be doesn't mean that it's good. Alright, there's definitely a core difference there. Till is good. Till is better than it used to be. It's still bad. Like, it's still a do-nothing skill 9 times out of 10. And like that 1 in 10 times where it is useful, you could have used that active on something that's always good instead of something that's sometimes good. Wall defense to help teammates. Honestly, wall defense is better for stalling than anything else. And like, yeah, that can help, but at the same time, I think I'd rather have another active that's more flexible. Like, I would rather have Android Barrier than Wall of Defense, because at least I can move with that. At least that makes me immune to everything outside of area destructs and a handful of superpower attacks. Like, I will never chastise someone for running Wall of Defense. It's perfectly serviceable. Like, I would prefer other things, but, like, it itself is perfectly fine. It's competent. It does what it wants to do. Okay, let me think. I could go over there to... say to need. I don't know. If only there was potions that increase skill, you know? If only that was the thing. Like, there is none for skills, only attributes, which honestly is kind of strange. Okay, let's see. Get out of here, Bubbles. Get out of here, Bubbles, is what I always used to think it said. It's terrible. Honestly, yeah. Now, is it funny? Oh, yes, it's comedy gold. It's absolutely comedy gold. I mean, just look at my video I have, I think it's the one called Not My Fault. Like, it can be hilarious, and it's good end gag material. But, as an actual skill, it's pretty garbage. Like, it is the objectively worst stun in the entire game, and they demand that it have a fucking 88-second cooldown when maxed out. Like, what? This is the type of shit I would expect to have a 20-second cooldown. Like, are you shitting me? And the best part is, it can miss very easily. And even funnier than that, Bubbles can get killed. Bubbles can get killed by just, like, a generic Ki Blast attack. Now, I know most stuns don't work if they're attacking, because most of them are projectiles, and for some reason every projectile in this game counts as a generic attack, meaning that they're very blockable, but still. Young Talent. Isn't that the one where it just makes it so while you're dodging, you can't stagger? Like, it has its use, but... Like, okay. You're still using a very precious passive slot on something that's very, very arbitrary. Like, cool. You don't stagger while spamming dodge. It doesn't prevent the damage. You're still getting hit. Like, the only difference now is maybe you're not getting completely fucked over by a wombo combo, I guess, maybe? Sort of. That's all I can get out of that. Yeah. No stagger. Yeah. Like I said, that's all I can really get from that. Like, it's an example of not horrible, but, like, why the hell would you ever? Like, there's no reason at all to ever invest in any of that. Like, at all. Literally no reason at all. Okay. Like, I would much rather fly faster. I would much rather revive my teammates faster. I would much rather plant the final key faster. I'd much rather regenerate my barrier. I'd much rather have a better change. I'd much rather have a stronger change. I'd much rather have a change that lasts longer. Like, do you see what I'm trying to say here? Like, it's not horrible, but, like, look at its competition. What is this? Yeah, Moonmoth, okay. Oh shit, it's a scrib! Chat, look, it's a scrib! I love these little guys. Look at how cute they are. Look at them scuttling along. Isn't he adorable? Aww. Cute little guy. Alright, well, back on the journey I go. Maybe I should make a levitation potion while my intelligence is still this high. I could do that. It'll make the game go by a lot faster, but unfortunately I'd be kind of stuck in it for God knows how long. Because I'm so smart that my intelligence is basically permanently locked at 175,000. Because I'm just that smart, you see. Increase the music a little bit, like I can barely hear it. And then it instantly ends the second combat starts, even if the combat's only gonna last a single second. Isn't that cool? Okay. Train destruction. Destruction increased. How much more? One more. Restoration's closer, so let's go with Restoration. Okay. Athletics is not too close, that's fine. Save game just in case something fucked up and it ends up giving me 4 instead of 5. You never know in this game, you never know. Ah, you can't climb mountains in Morrowind like you can in Skyrim. Very unfortunate. You can jump over them and fly over them, though, so you really gotta ask yourself, which one's really the best game? Seriously, most of the time when people are talking positively about Morrowind, they mean the late-dash endgame, because, wow, early-game Morrowind is shit. Like, get used to this right here, because this is early-game Morrowind. You're gonna be doing this for the first 5 hours. Riveting. Very engaging. Very, very, very engaging. Oh, hello. Yeah. Yeah. See a couple cliff racers. These things are what's in the thumbnail, in case you guys didn't know. That right there, that's what's in the thumbnail. These sons of bitches. They're a lot easier to manage when you're a mage, though, because, well, duh. Thanks, though. I needed your beak, or plumes, whatever that is. Excellent. Whoa. Okay. What's in here real quick? Let me take a quick gander. Hassour. Oh, it's a refuge for the 6th house. Interesting. If that's the case. Woohoo. I gotta dodge that because I am very vulnerable to that. Well, not very, but I am vulnerable. Ash Slave. Resist Magicka. Always useful. Fortify. Not by much. Decent bit of gold. Yeah, I'll just save here just in case I level up and I screw some up. Change that to local while I'm in here. The shrine. Oh boy. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, yep, okay. Nope. You gotta love that. You gotta love that. Bone Walker's camping the front door like that. That's the reason why we save. In case you're wondering what happened, he damaged my strength, which means I couldn't move. Nice. Alright, well, not coming back here anytime soon. God, is there a way to get around this? It's Morrowind. The answer is no. Of course there wouldn't be. A lot of the main roads in Morrowind just lead to complete total dead ends, unfortunately. Okay, hold on. What if I do this? No, can't climb that way. Ugh. I just want to go back to Balmora, man. Okay, get over the mountain here. There's the road. Christ. Okay. Thus begins the long walk back to Balmora. Very riveting and entertaining, isn't it? You know, on my own screen, you know, looking at the gameplay footage over here, it looks incredibly dark, but, like, in my own gameplay screen, this looks very bright, so I don't know what's going on with that. I do apologize if it's a little too dark for chat. Well, I can tell you right now, there ain't much to look at the moment. I can definitely tell you there ain't much to look at. There's the bridge. Okay, now I can rest. 555, excellent. Okay, so 5 willpower, 5 intelligence, 5 speed, good. You realize you're catching on to the secret of success. It's just a matter of concentration. Alright, now with 50 speed, 50 willpower, and base intelligence all being risen. Look how much faster I am, guys. Watch this. With 5 more speed. Wow. I can't even tell. Genuinely can't even tell the difference. What a tragedy. What an absolute tragedy. It's such a tragedy. Okay. I'm gonna get some more alchemy ingredients while I'm in Balmora. Are you trying for Z rank or not really? I wouldn't say I'm trying, but if things continue the way they are, I very am likely to reach it. See, here's the thing though, there isn't really much motivation for me to try that hard just because I have everything now. Like, there's no real reason for me to, like, go crazy, you know? Like, I have all of the gachas unlocked. Is rank still going? Yeah, it is. Like, it only started, like, what, like, a week ago? You gotta remember, it lasts 2 weeks. And then we have like a 3 or 4 or 5 day intermission, and then it starts over again. So, yeah. After 27,000 hours of walking, finally back to Balmora, and it's not even because the world itself is big. The world itself is not that big. It's just exclusively because the game's designed this way. That's the real reason why. I'm A rank and not getting any games. That sucks, man. That sucks. Alright, here we go. I hate it when it rains in Morrowind just because it's so insanely loud for some reason. Okay. Oh, S rank. Yeah, once you hit S rank, the queues just die entirely. How much gold do I have? Not a whole lot. I got your errand done. Anything you want to know about the Nerevarine Cold? Nerevarine. There you go. Alright, spellmaking. How much would this cost me? Self. Duration is more important than anything else for me, so... Wow. Wow. Okay. Nope. Alright. Well, go back to Caius. He'll tell me to do the Vivek mission, which is probably the most boring part of the main quest. Well, the most boring part that's not like a 12-parter, I should more accurately be saying. Probably the worst part about the main quest is trying to gather all the houses and the Ashland tribes, and it's like, why do I have to do this? Yes, I know, you're a sleeper, that's cool. Why don't you go back to bed? Oh look, it's another sleeper. Hi.
What do you want?
I need about 350. Anyway. Like, it's like, why do I have to do this? Like, genuinely, why? I know it's because it's part of the Nerevarine prophecy, but it's like, they don't do anything to help, so why am I doing this? In fact, there's nothing stopping you from just going to Red Mountain right now, funny enough. Let me see. Thought this over and over, and once you get sent to some informants, alright, the Khajiit, the Argonian, and, Milo, that was her name. I thought it was Mallow. No, it's Milo. Look at that, one of, like, 2 characters in the game whose name I could remember, and I didn't even get it right. Amazing.
Hello?
Hello. Alright. Let me think. Just got that, so... Intelligence will be easy, speed. I need some money, so let me go over to the Alchemist. Yes, let me very quickly rush over to the Alchemist here.
What do you want?
Wow, you really asked me what I want from like 12 feet away. Okay, dude, I get it. You're a sleeper. Yes, they do that every time. That's not me interacting with them, by the way. That's them forcing their dialogue onto me. Yes, they will do that every single time you get close. Very obnoxious. I'm gonna go back to Caldaria, sell some potions to Creeper. That should give me plenty of money to work with. Come back down here. Yeah, Morrowind is a total grind, especially in the early game. Especially in the early game. Okay, barter. Let me see. Do you have anything that can help with that? I mean, there is that could help. Levitate, here we go. 2 of that. Thank you. Oh, I'm gonna regret this. I am going to regret this so much. Okay. Oh, I only have the one. That kind of sucks. Okay. Alright, chat. You ready for this? this here is a levitate for 5,000 seconds potion. Are you ready to see the absolute certain? You know what? No. I should save that after I get the money from Creeper, because like the training will fast forward time and thus invalidate it. Never mind. I was gonna ask if you guys are ready for this bullshit, but no, I gotta wait. Sorry to blue ball you, but you guys gotta wait. Anyway.
My time is precious, so
Yeah, well, my time's more precious. Yeah, you see, you always thought that was just an issue with Skyrim alone, but no, all Elder Scrolls games are like this. Everybody will engage with you if you come within like 20 feet. Yes, indeed. Got the area.
Go ahead, stranger.
Go ahead, stranger. What spells do you have? Weaknesses, sleep, burden, feather, poison damage. Nothing. Okay.
I'm sure we can work out.
What's this then? I'm waiting.
I'm waiting. Fizzy lifting drink? Fizzy lifting drink, yes. First I gotta get the training done, so I gotta walk a bit more first, because the training will... invalidate it because of how much time fast forwards. Hey, Creeper. Help me out, I need the money. Yeah, me too. One of these. Okay. Sturdy Brandy, you know. Never know when that could come in handy. I could buy back one of the other intelligence potions I gave him a long time ago. That's great. See, this is why he's such a great vendor, because he keeps everything you sell him. Alright, then max out the gold there. Nice. And that's how to get infinite money in Morrowind. It's shockingly simple. Okay, save the game. Alright, next, back to Balmora. Get the speed training in. What are you looking at?
Summoned by another. Questions again.
That voice does not match that face. I'm just saying. Ah, shit. Okay, hold on. Let me get inside so the rain doesn't bug the hell out of everybody.
I'm waiting.
I'll be right back. My dog needs to go outside. He's barking up a storm. Hold on. I'm coming, dog. Hang in there. Okay, he'll probably bark and one back in like 30 seconds, so, you know, reserve the right for that, but... Whoa.
Speak, traveler.
Okay, back to Balmora.
So what's this regarding?
I'm not sure, actually.
I suppose I could spare.
I suppose I could spare a moment or two. I really wish they got better voice actors. If they were gonna, like, devote every single voice to just, like, one of each of the races and genders, and some of them even be split, so it's more like... What should be 20 voice actors is actually more like 12 or 13. Because some of them are shared, unfortunately, but... Man. I wish they chose better voices for them all. Kinda sucks that every female Dunmer, no matter how young they look, sound like they're being voiced by an 80-year-old grandmother. Kinda sucks that every single Nord... Well, I guess the Nord one works, but like... Like, it just kind of sucks that everyone seems to have the exact same voice. Like, every Dunmer male sounds like he smokes 50 packs a day, but every female Dunmer doesn't sound like that.
Speak, traveler.
You see what I mean? Now, compare that to this dude.
Quickly, Outlander. I haven't much time.
You see what I mean? Like, it feels weird. Like, why do they sound like that? People like to say it's because of all the ash in the air, and it's like, okay, that's fine. Why don't the females sound like that? Why doesn't any of the other non-Dunmer sound like that? Like, it just feels weird. Okay, speed, I need hand-to-hand. Yeah, that can work. Okay.
Speak, traveler.
Speak, traveler. No.
I'm waiting.
Your security. Block. I know somebody around here can do it.
Where is that sleigh?
What about you? You're small blade.
Quickly, Outlander. I haven't
You
much time.
sneak short blade. Why do you have 2 short blade trainers? That seems kind of redundant. Nope, wrong one. It's upstairs. There's another trainer hidden away up here. Because she's very ashamed, you see. She hates to be associated
So
with these
what's
people.
this regarding?
Okay, sneak, acrobat, hand to hand, there it is. Okay, get that to 15. Okay, speed is increased. Should probably focus on athletics for that, so willpower is going to have to be done with mysticism, that's fine. Train Mystic. Intelligence still looking good. That's A-okay though. How much does this take? Oh, it's only 1, that's fine. Get out here. Increase this to 31. And do it both by training and raw as well. Morrowind's a slow game, what can I say? It's unfortunate but true.
Speak, traveler.
I think someone in here is a trainer for mysticism. I think that guy over there was.
You have my attention.
Alright. Training. Mysticism.
I will listen, Outlander, but make it quick.
Okay, 2. So we get this to 30. And yeah, you can train infinitely more Morrowind as long as you have the money. It's pretty nice.
I suppose I could spare
Hi.
a moment or two.
It's not like in Skyrim where it's limited to 5, and Oblivion where it's also limited to 5.
My time is precious, so make it
Okay,
quick.
let me think. Mysticism, get that to 31. So then okay, so willpower check, intelligence check, as I'll do some alchemy here in a second. And then speed, I can just train all that with athletics. Yeah, that works, that works. Ooh, we get dark.
You like to walk a fine line.
I do like to walk a fine line. A very fine line. Man, like, is it just me or is the lighting a bit off?
Quickly, Outlander. I haven't much time.
None of us have much time. It's just the nature of life, man. Get over it. Okay. Are you athletics? You are. Got plenty of money for you. Not plenty, I can't get all
Speak,
of it.
traveler.
Get a good chunk of it. Okay, 5 in that. Then what?
There's someone else. I can tell.
Dogs barking, be right back. Well, that's that taken care of. Okay. Gotta level mysticism one more time. Then I can just make a bunch of potions. Oh! Save my needs? I need my speed to be risen by like 5,000 because this is so sluggish. Okay, so now I just need to power level alchemy by how many? There it is, 52. That'll be easy. Bro, why do people go to college to get smart? Like, all you gotta do is just take a yam and mix it together with some muck you found on a sponge, and then drink the liquid contents of those two things mixed together. And then you just do that approximately 500 times, and voila, you get a big brain. See, I'm the smart one here, because this is how I get intelligent. This is where I come up with all my Dragon Ball the Breakers builds. Okay, intelligence, max that all out. 400,000 intelligence. In case you couldn't tell, I'm kind of smart. Okay, 1 intelligence potion. How much is that? 650. Wait, that didn't look right. There it is. I was about to say, like, that had to be an older one. That had to be an older one. No way, that was the one I just made. Look at that. 1 intelligence potion, 16,000 intelligence for 48,000 seconds, which is probably a couple hours. So hold on, if I get 2 more of these, kind of curious. 16,000 intelligence. The most intelligent man on Earth. Okay, let me increase that a whole bunch more. Keep my robe on. Gotta keep myself decent after all. Woo, that was close. I think that's all of it. Yeah. 631,000 intelligence. I think once you reach 1 million, the game breaks and it can't actually process it anymore, so I'm not gonna do that. But I will get pretty fucking close. 25,000 intelligence. Okay. Gotta get smarter. I need more. 26,000 intelligence. I have 709,000 intelligence. I'm pretty smart. Okay, let me max all this out. Okay. What's my skill at?
Make it quick.
44. Ah. Okay, well, I gotta get back to... Gotta get to Wolverine Hall, get some more ash yams and bloat. So I can keep it up, you know, gotta keep up the grind, that's how it goes. Just like in real life. Bro, this game is so realistic, I love it. Almost
You have
done.
my attention.
Alright, travel. Wolverine Hall. Here I am.
Yes.
Imperial Cult should be right below me here. Yep.
I'm listening.
He said the thing! Bees, did you hear that? He said the thing! That's how you know they're subscribed to me on YouTube. Okay. 100 ash yams and 100 bloat, please. And maybe some scrib jerky while I'm at it. Yeah, that can work. Do Guar hides increase speed? I think it does. You cannot afford it. Fuck you, you can't afford it. Hmm. 1 fatigue potion. Now I can more than afford it. Okay. I'll drink just a couple more. Just a little bit more intelligence juice. My brain needs to be just a tiny bit bigger. Just a bit more. I think the game's actually gonna break if I hit 1 million, so let me not do that. 964,000 intelligence. How strong is an intelligence potion with that much smartness in me? The answer is 38,000 for 115,843 seconds. Well, that's kind of smart. Whole bunch of these. 46, alright. 47. Like, this is such an easy exploit. Like, I did this at the very start of the game. Okay, now I can see the first 3 effects. Oh, bloat his willpower, too. Nice. Let me see. What else can we get? Any of that increase willpower? Let's ask the other guy. Got some ingredients as well. Let's see. Health, strength. That might come in handy, actually. Personality. Endurance. I don't think that actually does anything. Fortify speed. I might need that. Cure disease, restore health. I'll take that, though. Restore health. Restore magicka. Okay, looks like he doesn't have anything for that. Crap. Hi there, how are we doing? It's amazing how people replay Morrowind so much, even though I beat Fall 2 early as tradition. Yeah. Yeah. Fallout 2 is a game that could have been so much better if they just didn't force you to have the actual worst tutorial in the history of any video game ever. I don't know what they were thinking with that Temple of Trials. I don't know what they were thinking. That's gotta be the actual worst idea in all of human history. Alright, take that.
Speak freely,
Oh,
friend.
that's too much. Okay. Asham, bloat, 48, 49. Okay, let me clear this, see what else I can get here. Restore health, feather. Okay, mix this with this. Get health potions that heal me so much I'm basically unkillable now. Great. Restore magicka. Basically infinite magicka, essentially. Restore fatigue. What do I have for that? Not much, honestly. Oh, this has a feather effect. Now I can carry an infinite amount of items. So broken. Okay, let's see. Restore fatigue. Restore magicka, health. Looking for fatigue. Restore health, fortify magicka. I think that's for fatigue. Doesn't look like it. Nope. Okay. Fortify magicka. And then I guess back to the grind. Okay, one more and then I can stop. Alright, there we go. That's pretty powerful, all things considered. You know? Okay. Options, quests. Just Vivek Informants, got it. They had to be a thoughtless process, but it seems Interplay insisted on a tutorial, but didn't bother or manage to quality control it. I mean, Fallout 2 is kind of a weird one. Yeah, that's kind of an understatement, but like, Fallout 2 is kind of strange because, like, Tim Kaine, the creator, didn't have as much say in it. Good, by the way. But, like, there was some things that even Josh Sawyer himself said that they went way too far with. Like, he wished they didn't put in so many Easter eggs. He wished he dialed it back on the jokes and Easter eggs, because that caused Bethesda to be under the delusion that this is a stupid, silly game that has no seriousness whatsoever and has never been serious, and it's always just wacky nonsense all the time for the sake of it, which is not fucking true at all. Like, don't get me wrong, like, in my humble opinion, as a Fallout connoisseur, as a man who has played as much Fallout as he has over time, Like, as a guy who's played Fallout, Fallout 2, Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas, Fallout 4, and that's it, because I refuse to touch 76. And I don't have to, because it's not a single-player mainline experience. Well, these two actually kind of look like they're having a conversation. That's rare. This doesn't happen in Morrowind very often. Anyway. Like, as a man who's played every Fallout game except for 76, let me tell you right now, Fallout has always kind of been bad. Yeah, see, that's a hot take, but... And he agrees, that's a hot take, but... It's kind of true. Fallout's always kind of been bad. Like, Fallout 1 had great writing, but the overall gameplay was rather archaic. And it could be... And at times, it could be a little too vague. There's so many bad endings in the game that are completely unavoidable without actual godlike foresight. Like, you have to have the actual greatest foresight known to mankind to see, like, a quarter of this shit coming. And it's, like, very little, if any, way to actually get around it. There's not as much freedom as people like to say. After all, you can't even really roleplay that well. Like, no matter what, you were born and raised in Vault 13, you were raised there your entire life, you care about the people in there, you care about the water purifier, you have to care, like, there's no other exception. Like, the only thing that really, like, you have room to is, like, what's your personality? Which, like, I guess that's better than nothing, but still. Then in Fallout 2 with roleplay, you are the descendant of the player from Fallout 1, you live in this tribal area, and you care about the tribe, you can't not care about the tribe. Yeah. But aside from that, you do get to decide on, like, what was your role in the tribe. Maybe you were the doctor, maybe you were the scientist, maybe you were the trader, you know, etc., etc. You get to decide your personality and what your occupation and what your, like, whole goal in the place was, which is nice, and it's more than what Fallout 1 gives you, but that's kind of it. Fallout 3, almost everything is written... Is that Cliff Racer okay? You guys see that? Okay, he woke up. What's he doing? Does the world in Morrowind have, like, an invisible barrier that only... Oh my gosh, that's kind of creepy, actually. Oh, that's so creepy. You see it right there? Oh. I guess Morrowind has, like, a invisible wall where NPCs can't exist beyond it. Oh, that's kind of weird. Oh. Anyway, Fallout 3, almost everything about your origin is written in stone. You can't really change any of it. The only thing that's an influence is were you a total douchebag? Were you a paragon of justice? Or did you just not care? Like, those are your three options. Like, you can't even have, like, a middle ground between any of them. Can I be antagonistic but have a good heart? No. Can I be a gentleman, but it's, like, lawful evil? Like, it's like I'm polite, but I commit evil actions? No. Can I be true neutral and not really, like, be, like, that attached or, like, cherry-pick situations without coming off as an abrasive asshole? No. You don't get a say on any of that. Role-playing in an RPG video games doesn't make much sense to me, to be honest, if doing what everyone feels doesn't play... Well, see, that's another thing. Like, why is it I can role-play in Skyrim so effortlessly, but I can't in any Fallout game? Why is it in Fallout I struggle, whereas in Elder Scrolls I flourish? Okay, hold on. Before I get to my next tangent, chat, I want you to see this. You guys ready? Okay, pay attention to this. Where's my levitate potion? There it is. Okay, so you guys are gonna see what it happens. It's like SAO, yeah. Look at this. Levitate 1701, okay? I'm gonna drink it. I just drank it. And now I'm gonna enable the map. I'm going to go to... I'm gonna fly to Balmora, okay? You see this? Watch this. You ready? Woo! Look how much faster this is. Hey, Iron Jane, do you think the game's slow now? Yes, this is the best thing about Morrowind, honestly. Look at my character. Oh, Christ, this is so much fun. This is the most fun about Morrowind right here. Breaking the game with levitate. This is the most fun thing. Actual flying. Good lord. Good lord. This is phenomenal. Woo! Oh, it's actually faster in first person. Whoa! Okay, let me read chat here. Sword Online was great for the first two... Thank you! Thank you! Finally, someone said it. Someone had the balls to say that it got bad. Sword Art was great at first, but it should have ended after the first season, I'm gonna be honest. Like, after he wakes up in the real world and he's in the hospital and he staggers out, that's where it should have ended. The whole franchise should have ended right there, but they couldn't help themselves. They just couldn't help themselves. Have you played Baldur's Gate 3? Unfortunately. And I have the hottest fucking take about that game. I have a lot of hot takes to that game that literally nobody agrees with. Well, not nobody. There are some people who agree with me on writing, but when it comes to gameplay, a lot of things people disagree with me on. But oh god, like for me, the big thing that kills Baldur's Gate 3 for me is the writing. And Season is terrible. Yeah. Okay, let me think. What do I even want to do now? Here's a big problem with Morrowind. There's too many times where I'm just like, well, now what? I guess I'll fly to Vivek real quick. Let me just fly over to Vivek. Me on my way to Vivek. Me on my way to kill Vivek's lying ass. Alright. Just zoom on down. Hey suckers, remember me? Imagine tripping on skooma so fucking bad that you just see this shit. It's like fuck this shit. I'm going to the mainland. And yes, there is no invisible wall in this game, so yeah, you can be flying forever. Wilderness. There's actually... Why are there Drew way out here? That's so weird. These guys still spawn in the wilderness. That's so wacky. Didn't you like the post-apocalyptic shooter game thingy? Oh, there you go. Yeah, Fallout... Let me get back to my original tangent with Fallout. I'm gonna be honest, as a man who's played every single Fallout game, I can 100% confirm Fallout was kind of always bad. Like, there's definitely better ones, but for the most part... I hate these fuckers so much. Anyway. For the most part, it's just hard for me to talk whilst playing a game at the same time and not get one or the other done. I'm sorry. Okay. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. St. Alms, I think, is the one? I think that's the one. Open door. Wait, wrong place. Gotta get up higher. Woo. Right around here. Okay, where's the Haunted Mansion? Yingling Manor. Upper North 1. Woo! Haunted Manor, here we go. Yeah. Unlock the door. Get on the floor. Everybody walk the dinosaur. Okay. See, the levitate makes me so fast.
I haven't much time.
That's actually hard to do. Okay, so here's one of the things you can do at the very beginning of the game. You can tell this dude about the mine that you went into. The mine has been lost for years. Would you know the location? Yes. Okay, it's technically not in my jurisdiction, but I could still make use of this knowledge. You deserve a reward. What kind of weapon do you usually use? And then you pick this, and he'll give you a Daedric version. So, I guess Longblade. I have just the thing for you, a Daedric katana, rumored to be of Akaviri manufacture. Excellent. And it's too heavy. Nice. It's too fucking heavy. Nice. It is 54 pounds. Wow. That is... Wow. Well, I guess I don't need my robe. I mean, this is all pretty light, so I kind of need all that. This bargain potion's £1.50? Why is this so heavy? It's like, gee, I wonder what's weighing me down so much. How odd. I don't know what to do for this, honestly. Like, I don't want to get rid of any of these potions, but I want to carry this Daedric sword with me. Maybe I should focus on leveling strength, then, if that's the case, because I'm going to have a lot more moments like this. I mean, hey, is leveling intelligence really that essential when I have the ability to just max it out whenever I want? I guess not. Okay, for strength, it's Longblade, Armorer. That'll work. I'm very hiccupy, in case you never knew that about me. Okay, these are pretty heavy, so you know what? Let me make some more of those potions. Well, I don't want to go too far in the alchemy thing, though. I'm sure I can make 8 of them, and it'll be fine. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alchemy, yep, still good. Yeah, it does cut it down quite a bit. Hold on. How about now? Still good. Maybe 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. And alchemy, yep. It's still pretty heavy though. What am I carrying that's so heavy? Huh, it's still a mystery. I gotta drop some shit. I really don't want to have to drop any of this. Oh wait, duh. Hold on. Okay, I could use that temporarily, but for now, the feather potion. There we go. See, he's impressed. Wait, Should definitely come back later when I'm not levitating. See ya, suckers. Man, fuck you people. I'm going to Mournhold. Woo! Isn't this just like the perfect liminal space image? It's kind of like eerie. Like the music changes once you get into the wilderness. Genuinely, this is kind of eerie. Alright. Anyway, my tangent with Fallout is that, like, it's kind of always been bad. Like, even the best one in the franchise, Fallout New Vegas, I'm gonna say, I don't want to say it's overrated in the gameplay department, but in the story-writing department, it kind of is. Because, like, there's... Like, people will bash Bethesda's games for being very stupid, silly, like, bad writing, having very arbitrary gameplay, etc., etc. And here's the thing, New Vegas also has that. Nowhere near as bad and nowhere near as common, but boy, when it comes up, it comes up. Like, let me give you a decent example here. When it comes to, like, New Vegas, when it comes to arbitrary shit, there's the Lonesome Road DLC. Like, probably, like, one of the most overrated pieces of... Probably one of the most overrated, like, DLCs in my entire life. What is the gameplay? 90% of it, your character is just high. Yeah, you're right, I'm overdosed on skooma. I'm just laying on the ground in Balmora. I'm hallucinating this. Like, what is the main gameplay of Lonesome Road? The primary gameplay is just walking in what is essentially a very linear straight line, being forced to do arbitrary, nonsensical bullshit. Like, seriously, why do I have to detonate this nuke, exactly? Like, to open the panel so I can keep moving? Like, why? That feels so unnecessary. This feels like something Bethesda would write. Like, there were multiple times during Lonesome Road where I would just out loud say, this feels like something Bethesda would make. There's the character of Ulysses himself, who, I'm gonna be honest, I think he's just insane. I don't think there's actually anything deep or philosophical about him. I think he's just crazy. I think he's actually just a fucking Looney Tune. Like, he rambles nonsensically about complete and utter nonsense. Non-stop. Can't hit me from up here, you fucking scamp. See, having levitate this high actually does make the game a little tricky to maneuver around with. The enemies here are a bit higher levels, so they're gonna take more hits, too. A steel halberd. Corpse, my favorite. Come on, move, whoa. I gotta, like, very lightly tap it, because I go flying so fast. Locked door. That is a Bone Walker, and therefore I am out. If I get hit with a strength debuff, it's over, so... Even with the feather thing, I'm not willing to risk it. Okay, where's the Telvanni's home at? Tel Arin... I always forget. I think they're on the main, like, island over here. Is this it? Save game. Live stream. The Great Hall. Yes, this is it. Oh, God. It ain't easy being a wizard. Okay. I don't think I'm in the right place. The longer I look at it. Yeah, this guy's different. Shit. This is not the place I wanted. Whoa. Quick casting spells. House Telvanni. We don't care about politics, we don't care what others think, we just want to be left alone. The wizard lords and their mercenaries make sure no one bothers us. Let's see. Say more specific stuff. Specific place. Merchant Inn is there for the non-Italian can return to say Wolverine Hall. House in say it's more yeah. Okay, yeah. Not yeah. There we go. Okay. Hold on. I thought this is where you, like, joined the Telvanni, but I guess not. Or was it this one over here? I think it was this one. Council Hall, here it is. Ah, excellent. I think it doesn't matter who you talk to. I think they all can recruit you, so... Oh boy.
Speak, traveler.
Speak, traveler. A mouth? Mouth for House Telvanni, Mr. Sterion, Parent. Okay, I think it's the middle one, actually. I am the Archmagister of... Yeah. The patron, if you have business with him, find him in Tel Arun. House Telvanni. Here it is. Are you here to join? I am. You may be a worthy candidate. Are you willing? Of course. Are you certain? Once you cannot join any of the other Grey Houses. Do you want to hear our rules first? Sure. We trust the members of House Telvanni to use their own judgment. If you steal from another Telvanni, but you live, then clearly you deserve what you stole. Murdering your opponents via magic or treachery in the traditional way... or treachery is the traditional way of settling disputes. If you win, clearly your argument had more merit. You may be expelled as in any other great house, but most Telvanni will not care or even know about it. Does this appeal to you? Yeah, this is so fucking funny. Yes. You're now a member of House Telvanni. Welcome, hireling. When you're ready, speak about chores and advancement. Archmagister Groth has questions for Baladus. Can you speak on his behalf and ask him these three? You can find him in is it Gnissus or is it Nisus? I don't know. You can use the Mage's Guild teleport service to get to there and then take the Silt Strider. Ask him about the disappearance of the dwarves, the Dwemer artifacts, and the Dwemer language. You do not have to get an answer from him. Simply asking will be enough.
Wealth beyond measure, Outlander.
And then I can get another chore from them as well. They need 5 portions of muck. I'm looking for muck. Many alchemists sell it, or you can gather yourself. Easy.
What is this about?
Chores. Mistress wants someone to deliver these new clothes to her, and I'm willing to pay 1,000. Oh god. Take this skirt and deliver it to her. She lives in Telebrana. She can be eccentric at the best of times. Take these Al-Civi intervention scrolls. Do not hesitate to use them if she becomes difficult. Yeah. You'll see what that means. I'm more into the Elder Scrolls myself, but I only played Skyrim Oblivion a lot. Morrowind feels janky and boring to overcome it. Well, that's the thing. Like, Morrowind's not horrible. I also qualify with Diagnosed New Vegas addiction. I appreciate it. Morrowind's not horrible. It's just that it takes a lot of patience. If you're autistic like me, you're going to hate every second of it, because it is a very slow-paced game. Okay, anyway, what do you have? 5 potions of slowed soap. I can do that easily. And the early quests are very mundane. A message to be delivered to... Where is that? Most respected wizard in the House Telvanni. He shows an unfortunate lack of interest. To get to Telfiri, you'll have to fly to... southwest of Sadith Mora. Alright. Actually, it's quite a long trip, so perhaps I should just mark it on your map. Thank you. Code and message. My patron wants this message delivered to him. He lives tonight. You may need help getting across there. Take these water walking potions and a potion of healing just in case. If he responds to this message, then please deliver his response back to me. You got it. Oh god. Oh god.
Yes, Outlander?
It's a trap! Yeah, you guys will see. You'll see what I mean. Okay. Code a message to Telfir. Telfir! I know that one. Woo! Fly on over to Telfir. This is the guy you have to deal with in the main quest. This is like one of the most memorable things in all of Morrowind. And it's for the wrong reasons. Or perhaps it's for the perfectly right reasons, depending on what you're into. Okay, so you see this girl here. This is Bite Fear. Have you come to plunder the dungeon? Have you contracted the Corpus disease? Or are you here to see Deviath Fear? That's his name. I am Batir Fear, the wife of Deviath Fear. One of them, sort of. Yes, well, not wife in the married sense, but, you know, paramour, consort, something like that. It's a bit awkward, really, because, well, he made us too, so though we aren't really his daughters or anything, it's like we're his daughters because he created us, you see? Okay, so, context, this dude, Deviath Fear, is such an insanely powerful wizard that not only is he like 500 years old, but he's also found a way to, I shit you not, create about 7 or 8 gender-bent clones of himself. This right here is a female clone of himself that he created. And yeah, and all 8 of them are basically his sex slaves. It's amazing. He truly is living the man's dream. Let's go find the rest of his concubines, shall we? God, it's so hard to move around. Nice place though. There's the main man himself.
What do you want?
What do you want? Not interested. It's not your fault, but maybe you're just not interested. I'm not willing to code a message. A message from Master Aaron? I'll accept the message. Wait here while I read this. Give me just a minute and I'll wait a reply. Take this back to him. Tell him I must reject his thoughtful proposal. You have to come back to this dude for the main quest, because he's the dude who accused your Corporus, but, yeah. Also, fun fact, he has, like, 5 Daedric artifacts in this tower right now, but they're all entrapped at block 100 chests, and it's perfectly fine if you steal them. He's okay with you stealing his stuff if you can survive the traps, open the containers at all. He truly is the gigaest of the Chads. Patience in his games was so much easier as a kid. Yeah, tell me about it. Oh my gosh. Okay. So finicky. Alright, so here's some more of his sex slaves. This here is Deltier Fear. Yeah. Yeah. Actually, how many of these does he have? There's one over there. There's another one here. There's 2. He's got more somewhere hidden away. But yeah, dude cloned himself. He made gender-bent clones of himself about like 8 times or so, and they're just all his wives daughters. It's very yeah, very early Bethesda-y. Okay, were you the one? Yes, I did. I'll deliver this message to my patron. Okay, advancement. You're now a retainer. Excellent. The first mission is always a good way to rank up there. Okay, so skill-wise, I think I'm perfectly fine for a good long while. All right, let me think. Next rank is Oathman. All right, where was?
Yes, what do you want?
What do you want? Okay, the new clothes. Here it is. Intel Brenora. I like how I didn't bother asking her where that is. Crap. You know what? I fly so quick, I think I'll be fine. Woo! Alright. Tel Arun, Telfir. They're all on these scattered islands, plus a little bit of the mainland, so it's not too hard to... It's not too hard to find. Okay, Daedric Ruin. I should probably pack multiple of these levitate potions just in case, because once this runs out, I'm basically going to be stuck, because I'll be moving so fucking sluggishly. Nothing. No. I think she's on the mainland, actually. I don't think she's part of the islands. Nope, I guess not. Okay, I'll check these long little segments here. No, no. Just a couple more islands to check. Another Daedra ruin, that's kind of cool. I'm not seeing anything. Alright, mainland it is. Luckily, it's pretty easy to tell when you're in Telvanni territory, because they have a very distinctive design on their land. Pretty sure they all live pretty close to the coast, so should be good in that department at least. What are you looking at, chump? What's this thing called? Daedroth, I think? I don't think these things have reflect. I think it's the Dramoras that have reflect. Those are the clan fears. I can't really remember. Yeah, well, if you have levitate, it kind of just breaks the right eye. This is a Daedroth, right? Yeah, Daedroth. Woo. Worshipper. What's he worship? Well, this looks intimidating. Telvon, stay out. This place has some sort of enchantment on it. I only got out because of a mark spell here before I went inside. Meet me back in Voss. Oh boy. What's in here? What the fuck? Okay, this is not at all what I was expecting. I'm gonna kind of cheese it because of my levitate, though. At the cost of... At the cost of it being very difficult to maneuver, that is. I need to up my spells here. Oh, hello, you're in combat. Like I said, levitate kind of breaks the gameplay. What can I say? Oh, Dagon worshippers. That's nice. Bunch of Altmers worshipping Merunus Dagon. That's, yeah, stand in the lava. That feels good.
These Dunmer are useless.
These Dunmer are useless. I agree. I honestly agree. Okay, worshipper. I might need all these potions for later. Ah! Merunus Dagon, you fuck! Out of the way! There we go. All that for just a levitate potion. Okay, come on. Scamp, I'm just gonna ignore you. Oh, that's it? That's it? That's all? That's all that's here? No treasure? Okay, there's another scamp. There's another scamp. Some girl. That's it? Alright, well... Truly, the dungeon of all time. Another Daedric ruin. Okay, what's this place called again? Tel Bernora. Okay. Okay, it's probably not any of the main islands here. Here's Tel Mora. It shouldn't be... Here's the city of Voss. Faro. Nope. Okay. Tel Voss. I like how Dark Elves complain about being marginalized, and it's understandable, but they're the fucking Dunmer. I mean, in Morrowind, the Dunmer are just abrasive assholes, but that's just part of their culture. Like, this is something I like about the Dark Elves. They're fucking assholes, but they know that they're assholes, and they just don't care. It's not like in Skyrim where the Nords are fucking assholes, but they still expect you to do everything for them. Like, they don't have a victim complex. Like, that's something I like about the Dunmer. They're not victims. They know they're dicks. And they just don't care. They know they're total dicks. They just don't care. Man, where is this place? Okay, there's a camp for the Ashlanders, which I'll have to come back to later on. What's this? This is the This is the place that has a bunch of books written about it, but there's actually nothing inside. It's kind of disappointing. Man, where is Hold on. Tel Brenora. Why did I not ask them where this place was? I don't think they have control over this area. I don't think this part of the place is... Yeah, that part's not Telvanni land. I gotta go back. Where in the actual... Where in Oblivion is this place? It's not on one of the little islands, so it has to be on the mainland. Okay, that mountain is kind of like the border of the Telvanni's territory hold, so... Man, where is this place? Where is Tel Brenora? I can't find it. Found whatever that place is. Okay, that's like that's the border. Okay, well if it's not here, then I don't know where it is. Like unless it's like somewhere that I missed. I ain't got the foggiest idea. Okay, I know for a fact they can't be over here. Where the hell is Tel Brenora? I'm tempted to just go back just to ask for fucking directions. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go back and just be like, where is this again? Yeah. Where is this place? Southeast tip on an island. I think you can take a boat there. Okay. Okay, so I was way off. No wonder. Well, up and away. So yeah, it's on the absolute polar opposite side here. Like, if I scroll down... Oh my I didn't even know they had land down there. I knew they were east or Morrowind, but I didn't know it stretched that far. Oh look, it's the Shrine to Azora. Might as well grab the quest while I'm here. Hey, Azora.
You have come here for a reason, though you may not know what it is. Sheogorath and I have made a wager.
Did you now?
He contends that solitude causes madness, while I maintain it allows for solace and meditation. To test this, I sent one of my priestesses to live alone on
Here
an
it
island
is.
north of Dragonfell.
Greetings. What exactly?
If she can live there for 100 years, continuing her life
Oh,
of prayer,
God.
my theory...
So, I don't want to give you exposition until Azora's done talking.
Wins our wager.
Are you shitting me, Azora? You fucking bitch. I have to go back and talk to her again. I have to sit there and let her talk the whole thing, otherwise it doesn't count. That's stupid. Okay, anyway, so this is the... Yeah. So this is the Telvanni master, what's-her-face. Can never remember any of their names except Neloth, and only because he's in Skyrim. Oh my gosh. Genuinely hard to navigate. Okay, that's the guard post. Wait, where's the Grand Tower here? I figured that'd be right here. Upper tower. Okay, like, here are all the fucking eggs she puts around because she's a fucking whack job. There she is. Imagine if they remade this game. Yeah, I wish. Actually, no, I don't wish, because I feel like they would find a way to break it. Okay, so here it is. Also, that Khajiit is butt-ass naked. They weren't afraid of nudity back then.
I've heard a lot about you, Outlander. Go ahead.
Okay, so here's how it is. Are those my new clothes? I've ever so patiently waited for them. Is that the new skirt? How do I know it's not cursed? Why don't you put it on? See, here's... Listen, I've met people in real life just like this, so I can't say this is fully unrealistic, but basically, if you put this on, she turns hostile and attacks you. What you're supposed to do is the slave right next to her Make him wear the skirt.
You will die!
And then she attacks him. Yeah! Oh, it's you again. New clothes? What new clothes? Oh, yeah, I wanted a Khajiit fur skit. Are you listening? Yes, close attention. Fur skirt. Tell her I have one, though. Thanks. Yeah. Yeah! And this right here is like one of the best Telvannis right here. Well, not one of the best, but like they're one of the leaders, I guess I should be saying. Oh my fuck. You know, part of me loves doing this type of shit, but at the same time it does kind of break the game, doesn't it? Like once this levitate potion wears off, even if I get my speed maxed out, I'm gonna feel so sluggish by comparison. Fly on back. What the hell was that noise? What the hell is this? Hi? Well, I don't feel like that. You must be doing well for yourself. Okay. just see a man fly. Oh, muck. I needed 5 of this. Let's see. Anything else you got here? Agility. That could be useful. Actually, I might as well just buy all that. Gimme! There we go. Ash salts. Let's see. Restore health. Restore health. Restore fatigue. Yeah. Okay. Actually bought the stuff, right? Wasn't sure if I actually clicked on yes or no. Hold on. Okay, muck. No, I did not. Okay, making sure. Offer, there we go. It's very easy to overlook shit like that. Anyway, flying on back to the council chambers here. Got 2 of them done. That's always nice. Imagine trying to play this game without levitate. Actually impossible. Cannot be done. Got her new clothes. I trust you didn't have any trouble. Either way, I suppose I owe you 500 for the delivery. Perhaps I should also teach you Mark if you don't already know it. Yes, please. Thank you. Set Mark, then recall, and mark it at any time. Excellent. Anything else for me? She's concerned about a slave rebellion. The slaves have been revolting in the egg mine. Go there and put an end to this rebellion before it spreads to the other holdings. Go to Tel Brenora, up north to the small peninsula, cross to the next island northwest, the mine at the northern end of the island.
Go ahead, Outlander. What do you need?
Okay, hold on. Alright, which one of you needed muck? I can't remember. Oh yeah, I forgot to get another chore from you. The apothecary is running out of cure blight. My patron's responsible for it in a sense. He's asked me to deliver this. Andil and Telvos is the apothecary. You should speak to him. Get 3 of them and deliver to him. But you might have to buy them from other vendors. He does not accept homemade potions. What a shame. Mark spell. Excellent. Okay, were you the one who needed muck? No, you needed soap.
Outlander, what?
There you go, muck. Yes. Good. Take 300 drakes for your trouble. I already have enough grave dust and green lichen to finish these potions, cure disease. It'd be so much easier if people could just cure themselves. You could do that, can't you? Can you teach me? Very well. Now, if you do not have any more, off with your business. Advancement, you're worthy of both men. Sure, here we go. He wants a ring known as the Black Jinx. Mistress Doratha has always had an interest in this ring. She believes that the ring is now here in State Mora. Acquire this ring and deliver it to me. It sounds familiar, funny enough. Okay, that was the 3 questions. That's the 3 slope. That's delivery. That's the rebellion. Okay, I'm all good.
Go ahead,
now.
Outlander. What do you need?
What do I need? I need a lot in life, honestly. But most importantly, I need more of this skooma. Okay. Let's see. Options, quests. Okay. Black Jinx, Lodestone, the 3 questions. Here it is. Black Jinx. We believe it's now in Sadrith Mora. Sedanine, Player Guide, Balmoria. It sounds familiar, but like I don't really remember much about it. I think it's just like in one of the dungeons here. Okay. The Slowed Soap. I can get that one very easily. More skooma, please. Waiter, more skooma! Alright, let me just fly over to Balmora and I can buy Slowed Soap, because I know the apothecary there carries it. This is clearly how Todd Howard intended us to travel in Morrowind. Canonical Dragon Ball character flight speed be like Breaker's flight speed, like in lore flight speed. Actually, no, it's probably more than this. All right, kind of overshot. I didn't realize Balmora was kind of like in the central, not central, a bit more northern than I remember it being. Bit of an ash storm going on. That's rare, especially this far down. Okay, here's Balmora. Apothecary. Woo! Yeah, come on. Yeah. Hello. Slowed Soap. Excellent. Ah, excellent. Tracer Plumes and Terran Root, just in case I need more of this Levitate. Yeah, in case I need more of this bomb-ass shit. Alright. Get anything that increases strength. I'm gonna need it. Okay, Vampire Dust, Void Salts, Rubies, That's willpower. I need willpower as well. Let me think. Nope. Okay. You can have one of my potions. You can't handle my strongest potions. You best go to a seller who sells weaker potions. Okay. Ashiam. And Vampire Dust. Fortify Strength, just in case, you know. You never know when that could come in handy. Restore Magicka. Void Salts. Leveled up that, but that's fine. Whatever. Who cares? I care immensely. The Ruby. And then finally, if I want to absolutely... Oh, wait, this Levitate's actually going to be even stronger. Wait a minute. Wait a second. This one's actually going to be way stronger than this one. Holy ball sacks. I didn't think about that. Okay, also Agility. Fun fact, if your agility goes beyond like 300, you literally can't take melee damage anymore. Like, they will miss every hit. Oh, I forgot to buy that ectoplasm from that guy. Crap. Do I have anything else with it? At the moment, I do. The only problem with doing it with fire assaults is that it gives you a fire shield, and you're probably wondering what's wrong with that. Well, it kind of obscures your vision. Because my potions last forever, because I'm the actual greatest alchemist who ever walked the face of Tamriel, you can see how this can become a problem. Man, imagine hiring a dude who just walked into your business one day asking for work, and you tell him, okay, go to the other side of the state for this delivery mission. And he comes back literally 20 minutes later because he literally can fucking fly. And he flies about as fast as a jet plane. Keep in mind, in lore, Morrowind is way bigger than this. In lore, Vonderfell is way bigger. There we go. Okay. Wait, you're the Jinx, you're the Slowed Soap, yes. Perhaps they will put Neloth in a better mood. He is old, you see. He's managing, moving about. I used to slope in some ruberish and bone meal to make an ointment for his joints. You're worthy of lawman. Excellent. Neloth asked me to acquire the Staff of the Silver Dawn. I believe someone in the Mages Guild here in Sadrith Mora has it. He wants it, and I cannot leave my duties here long enough to fetch it for him. Go to Wolverine Hall, get the staff, and bring it back to me. I think you have to steal it. What do you not like about Baldur's Gate 3 besides the dialogue? Oh, God. Okay, so... One thing I really dislike is that the game has a quote-unquote romance system. It's not a romance system, it's a sex system. Like, full-blown animated sex scenes, which, you know, in the modern day I'm all for, but not when it's this degenerate. Not to mention, none of the women are attractive. Genuinely, why make a game with sex, but make it so all the women are ugly as sin? Honest question. Why? Like, there's literally only one girl in the entire fucking game who's not ugly as sin, but she still has some fundamental physical issues going on. She looks like a man, is what I'm trying to say. But at least she looks like a fucking human being. But anywho, when you look at the writing, and especially the sex shit, and the aggressively hypersexual the game is, like, it's to the point where it bugs me. I'm a pretty fucking sexual man. I know I don't bring it up very much because this is a YouTube streaming platform, so naturally I'm not going to bring it up that often. But, like, I'm a pretty fucking sexual man, and if I'm telling you that something's too sexual for my taste, you know it's beyond over the line. The overall gameplay is fine for the most part. However, I do not like the red one. See, everyone says that. Everyone fucking says that. Problem number one, she's a demon. I got morals. Problem number two, that's literally just a dude. She's literally just a dickless man. She's literally just a man without balls. Like, I don't understand, especially my generation specifically. Like, my generation is obsessed with overly masculine women, and it's genuinely concerning. Wait, hold on. Where am I going? The writing is rather subpar when it's not relating to sex. When it is relating to sex, it's just downright annoying, and that's going to happen a lot. It's very degenerate. Do I have the spell? I guess not. It's very, very degenerate. The overall tone of the game, let me tell you right now, most of the people, as a corn addict, I'd rather appreciate a void of sexuality, to be honest. Like, see, here's an issue. Like, I'm okay with sexual shit being in the games, but not when it's forced dash degenerate. Like, okay, I'm about ready to sound like a total wacko for this, but like, I'm the fucking type of man. Let me get the podcast camera ready here. Yeah, like listen. I'm the type of man who unironically wished there was more sexual dash romantical content in Fire Emblem Three Houses. I'm the dude who was livid at the idea of them adding a more fleshed out romance in Fates, only to discover that it's mostly censored in the English version, so all we get is basically just the dialogue. And even then, I was so fucking excited for that. And I still love it. And I still defend that, even though most people will say they don't like it, dash it's pointless. And I'm like, motherfucker, it's not meant to improve your stats. This is just for you interacting with the character. Like this is more about personalization than it is anything to do with the writing or the story or stats or gameplay or whatever. So, like, my biggest issue with Baldur's Gate 3's, like, sex shit is that it's ludicrously degenerate. And I'm gonna be the guy to say it. Like, when you get to the sex stuff, good lord, it becomes very obvious that a woman wrote this game. Like, I know somebody's gonna be up in arms and trying to cast my name into the fires of Hades now because I said that, and I'll continue to say it because I don't give a fuck about what these screeching idiots think. But Baldur's Gate 3, it's abundantly clear that the writers were women. And if you know what I mean when I say that, then you know what I fucking mean. Like, it is very degenerate, it's very forced, it's very hypersexual. Most of the time with these companions that you can, like, have sexual relations with, it's not even really built towards or anything. So Witcher 3's romance is down here. I never played Witcher 3, so I can't confirm nor deny. I can't confirm nor deny because I have never played it. But, it is insanely degenerate. It does not make sense. It kind of breaks character. I don't really have an in-character way to say no without breaking off the whole thing. It's like, why can I not be romantically involved without it devolving to total fucking degeneracy? Like, can I have a slow burn? Can I start moderate and then become more passionate over time? Can I become, like, romantic at first with its sexual moments here and there? No? It has to reach the peak of degeneracy? Okay. Never forget the fucking bear scene. That's fully animated, by the way. That's fully animated. Worm's getting canceled. Bro, I've been canceled. I've already been canceled 3 times, so this is my 4th go about. So, you know, like the great Dr. Eggman once said, you fool, I have 36 alternate accounts. But anywho, like, it's just abundantly clear that Baldur's Gate 3 was written by women. And, like, to anyone who knows what I mean when I say that, you definitely know what I mean. Another issue I have with the overall writing is that I feel like most of the people who just mindlessly ring praise about Baldur's Gate 3, I feel like they stopped playing after Act 1. I feel like they stopped playing. I only played Witcher 1. The romance is very degenerate, even with the male writers. Fair enough, fair enough. Like, I feel like anyone who just only says positive things about Baldur's Gate 3, I feel like they stopped playing around Act 1. Because, like, once you reach Act 2, it feels like the game was getting rushed. Which is crazy! Because the game was the complete inverse of being rushed. It was delayed by, like, a month or 2. But, like, when you reach the second act of the game, and especially at Act 3, it feels very rushed. Like, it feels like they kind of forgot about some stuff, and it feels like they have to very quickly speedrun through things. It felt like they were running out of time. Now, it's not as aggressive nor as bad as it is with Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines, where once you reach Hollywood, it becomes so painfully obvious that they only had a month left to make the game. Seriously, once you hit Hollywood and the game devolves so badly, like, side quests dry up, everything becomes only about combat. Like, wow. Wow. Like, it's not quite that level of horrible, but it's still pretty fucking bad. Like, it's another big issue I have with Baldur's Gate 3 is that it's woke. But the thing is, it's subtle woke. It's like the type of wokeism where if you're not looking for it, you won't see it. But if you just squint your eyes for even just 1 second, it very quickly reveals itself. There's a lot of degeneracy. There's a lot of on-the-nose stuff, I want to say. Such as the whole... how do you say their name? Tiefels? The demons. I'm just going to call them demons, because that's what they are. Like, this one's a bit on the nose, how these have actual fucking demons, but the game constantly insists, oh, they're just normal people, they're fine, they're poor innocent refugees, and you should take them in, they're victims. Little on the nose there. I only got to Act 2, I still need to beat the game. Yeah, see, like, most of the people I meet who just only say positive things about the game don't even get to Act 2, and especially not 3. Like, I can't help but feel like anyone who only has good things to say has never gotten to Act 3. Now, the overall gameplay is substantially better than pretty much any game that's come out in, like, the past 10 years, it feels like, which is very fucking sad. But, in terms of writing, content, and especially propaganda, it's kind of dire. Like, if you're like me and you're so aggressively turbo anti-woke to the point that your pattern recognition flares up over things that probably aren't even patterns, like, let me give you an example. Like, for an example, someone might accuse me of being misogynistic and saying, I bet you think any game that has a female lead is woke. To which I say, the fuck are you talking about? I love Metroid. Well, I loved Metroid. I don't like modern Metroid. I'd be like, what the fuck are you talking about? I loved Metroid. I loved Metroid Prime. I loved Metroid Prime 2. Metroid Prime 2 was the shit. I loved Metroid Prime Zero Mission. I fucking love the hell out of Metroid Fusion, even though it pisses me off. Like, Fusion pisses me off hardcore, but I love it. Like you see what I mean? Like people will jump to conclusions and attack your character rather than actually make a counter argument. Like, if I point out propaganda in a piece of media, rather than them trying to counteract it and try to show evidence for their argument saying, no, it's not propaganda, they'll instead attack my character and instead say, I bet you say that about everything, you know? Like, you're not debunking me. All you're doing is attacking me to discredit me. You are not proving yourself as right. What you're proving is that you're scared of what I have to say, so you try to silence me and what I have to say about my own viewpoints and stuff. Super Metroid is good. I still haven't played Super. I really want to try it. Like, I hear there's a lot of cool shit you can do in it. But anyway, that's beside the point. Like, you see what I mean. Like, those types of arguments don't work on me because they're just objectively false. However, if a modern game were to come out and it was a completely new independent series that had nothing to do with anything I'm attached to or know anything about, if for example, if the lead, like, protagonist is, I don't fucking know, off the top of my head, a black woman who's in a wheelchair, like, and the antagonist is a white dude, like, right off the bat, without seeing anything at all, I'm gonna squint my eyes, go, because I'm gonna assume it's woke, just from that cover alone. I could totally be proven wrong once the game comes out, but, like, if I see that, my pattern recognition is going to tell me this is woke slop. I don't want anything to do with this. I'm walking away. I'm not spending money on this. Like, people always say don't judge a book by its cover, but that's actually a fucking false statement spread by fucking assholes. That you should absolutely judge by the cover. The cover, that's the point of the cover. The cover's point is to lure you in. Like, it tells you everything you need to know. Like, it's meant to be the attention grabber, so if the thing that's supposed to grab your attention is fucking putrid and turns you off, then there's a chance the story will too. You see what I'm trying to say. Like, you see what I mean. That's what I'm trying to explain with that. Like, it's just... Ugh. Whoa, whoa. Oh, God. Forgot how fast my levitate is. Ugh. It's gonna be so hard to navigate shit. This is why I need the dispel spell. Okay, where... How much gold do I have? 9,000. Over 9,000. Nice.
My patience.
Make it quick, Outlander.
Make it quick, Outlander. Like that's what I mean when I... Like, that's what I mean when I say the shit I do. I judge every book by its cover. Honestly, as you should. That's what the fucking cover is for. Bitches be like, don't judge a book by its cover. My brother in Christ, that's what the cover is for. Max on my athletics. Ah. Go to bed. Woo! Alright. Then I can level up. Well, yeah. Woo, 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 woo. Ah. Woo! Okay. Sleep. Jesus! Random phone call from a number I don't know. Anyway, speed, intelligence, willpower. It's also obvious to you. Yes, it is. You just have to concentrate. All that energy and time you've wasted, it's a sin. But without the experience you gained, taking risks, taking responsibility for failure, how could you have understood? But anyway, like, my argument with Baldur's Gate there, it's like, especially the degeneracy, like, if I make the argument it's hypersexual and degenerate, people will come to conclusion and say, oh, so you don't want any sex content or any romance content, anything ever. And I'm like, no, I'm not fucking saying that at all. If it's good and, you know, actually not complete fucking putrid trash, then I love it. Like, I can't really give a good example because there is no good example in the modern day because nobody can do this right. Hell, it feels like in the modern day nobody can define actual romance or even passionate sexual interactions either because it's all just straight up porn. Like, our minds have been fried so heavily by porn that, like, nobody can really define this shit anymore. So, the new He-Man movie trailer, do you think that's because of the he-him nameplate on his desk? God, I hope that's parody. I didn't even know about that, but I hope that's parody. The covers manipulate us to pay money up front for a bag of unknown contents. Yeah, that's why you should judge it. Okay. I'm gonna invest in strength so that way I can move my shit around, so... I guess I don't need that, so strength, willpower, speed. Speed I definitely need. Let me think. Okay, armor. Woo! And this guy's got that, but I'm gonna go over here, just in case my levitate wears off while I'm over there. Probably shouldn't. I think I still have plenty of time in it, but you know, just in case. Ah! Ooh.
You talk too much, Outlander.
Well, I didn't say anything! Fuck you! average YouTube comment right there. Alright. Acrobatics. Get that to 15. Because acrobatics in this game is strength instead of agility for some reason. I don't know why. I think in Oblivion they changed it to be agility. Okay, 15, nice.
What was that
In
about?
Sega Genesis era, it was even worse. I mean, have you seen the original Mega Man cover? Like Mega Man 1 on the NES? Have you seen it? That's beyond horrifying. Did you ever see Marvel's 2020 Woke Characters? I think it was called The New Warriors. Canceled before even the first issue. I heard about it, but I've completely forgotten about it. So, yeah, I believe you when you tell me that. I very easily believe you. Okay, save game. Okay, so strength, willpower, and speed. Let me think. Speed. Short blade, hand-to-hand. I mean, they're basically the same. They're basically interchangeable, so... I guess I probably shouldn't have left that place in the first place, huh? I'll, do that. Let me think. I'll do that. And then I think it's just this I need to level after that? Yeah. Okay.
Do you want something?
Oh. Okay, well there goes the levitate. That's finally worn off. And it feels weird using my actual feet now, doesn't it? Okay, get that to 25. Good thing I got plenty of money, huh? Okay, so speed and strength have been increased. Now just willpower. It should be good. I played Morrowind a long time ago. Don't remember the character ever being that slow to this day. I mean, this is average. This right here, this is average.
Whatever you're looking for, I'm sure I don't know how to find it.
Wow, that's sad. Alright, well, it's 3:30, so I need to get moving, so I'll do my outro right now. I really hope you enjoyed this here stream. I'll admit, I'm having more fun than usual with Morrowind. Maybe it's just one of those games where you need an audience to talk with and engage with, you know. It's a little hard to keep your concentration on shit since there's no markers or anything, but I mean, hey, you know, a game forcing you to use your head, that's not necessarily an objectively bad thing. Hope you enjoyed my, like, 40-minute rant there. I'm always happy to do rants. We love doing rants around here, you know. Anyway, hope you enjoyed my content. If you like what you saw and want to support me in the channel, click the link in the description down below to donate to me my PayPal, or donate to me via my PayPal, I should be more accurately saying. This channel's not monetized, and, well, you've seen the things I talk about. I definitely never will be monetized. So, if you want to support me, click that link in the description, donate to the PayPal. Even $1 makes a difference. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.